Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Borderlands 3 for a momentous occasion. As you can see, I almost have the vault cards done. I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more things on that one. Only one more thing on that one. And this one, actually, is done. I finished one of them. Oh my god, I finished one of them. I'm almost finally free. Once I beat these, I'll never have to play this game again, even though I probably still will. So let's go do the dailies for that to get that one. Then we'll go work on that one, and hopefully I can wrap these up and uninstall this, except I know I won't do that. All right, 25 skags, 10 rack, enemies with an outrunner, sniper rifle kills, couldn't be simpler. It literally couldn't be simpler to go on over to Pandora. Makes sense, it's the Welcome to Pandora vault card. Pandora. Devil's Razor. Just kidding. Crap, I backed out all the way. Pandora. The Draughts is where I wanted to go, actually. Zoom on in. Fast travel. It's as simple as that. You should use lower tier weapons to make better Borderlands 3 content. I can turn the Mayhem up. Does that work for you? Will that add some interest? I'm on Mayhem 1. If I go up to Mayhem 11, will you be like, whoa! This guy's crazy. Whoa! This guy's crazy. That's what you said, I heard you. You said Mayhem 11, he wouldn't dare. Ah! Dude, I gotta get a new chair. The piston in my chair collapsed. That's the second time it did it today. It's getting worse over time. It's actually becoming more of a problem. It was rare, now it's relatively frequent. Okay, chair locked in. I believe it said Outrunner, I think. Oh, and I have the Halloween event on because the Borderlands 3 Halloween event is a sick joke, so I have that on too. Just for fun. Who wants an Outrunner kill? Oh yeah, Mayhem 11, the car can't do anything. I forgot I had difficulty on. Usually the car toasts these guys, no problem. Get him, car. What does Mayhem do again? This Mayhem gives the enemies plus 10,000% health, plus 10,000% shield, and plus 10,000% armor. So, pretty good. Makes him pretty tough, I'd say. Let's get rid of these skags. That's a lot of armor. It felt... Are you kidding me, chair? Chair, are you kidding? Dude, this chair is on the ropes, man. This chair might be cooked. I mean, I can just replace, like, the piston. The whole chair itself is still fine. But that one piece of the chair is totally cooked. I gotta get a new one. I'm already back down on the floor. I just didn't want to adjust during combat. If only games had a pause button. If only they could pause for moments such as this, where the thing you're sitting in falls to the floor. Okay, now, can we keep it stable? For the rest of the broadcast, we'll find out. Take that, chubby skag. Give me your goodest loot. Electro skag, you say? Kablam. How many skags I gotta kill? 25? Okay. There is some more over here. Over yonder. I could try to use the car on them. Because usually they're like lower tier spawns over there. Yeah, Lil Skag. Just a little Lil Skag. Gaming on the floor. Oh yeah. Welcome to Gaming on the Floor, the only show where I sit on my floor and play games like a little kid in front of a TV. Like a little kid sat in front of a Super Nintendo on Christmas morn. Come on, little skags. Chill. Does anybody remember the show Little Bill? Oh no. There used to be a kid show on Nickelodeon called Little Bill, and it was about young Bill Cosby. Remember Lil Bill? What a great show. I wonder if they show reruns of Lil Bill. How many of these guys are there? That show was boring. I don't remember the show itself was good. I just remember it exists. Most children's programming is not particularly insightful. All right, 25 Skags dead. Now I gotta get my car kills. Did that Skag run all the way back? Makes sense, actually. He took tons of damage and he ran back to his hidey hole. But he should have run further. He didn't run far enough. Sitting on the floor, sitting on the floor. My piston's blown. If you want me to injure my back, make my chair collapse while I'm sitting in it. I don't think that a chair should be designed to do that. All right. Oh, I got up in my grill, kill enemies by ramming them. That wasn't even part of the dailies. Wow. I'm just so good at dailies, I can do random challenges as well. Dailies are my skill, my gift. I could apply my immense talent at dailies to any live service game, and instead I choose to apply them to Borderlands 3. If anything, Borderlands 3 is a dead service. Only 50 more enemy Outrunner kills for Outrun Outlast completed? That could be huge. Don't need 5 more. Might have to reload the map. It's taking a while. This is what you get when you say you want edgy your chair content. When you say put it on Mayhem 11, then it'll be even crazier. Instead of the Skags dying in one hit, the Skags die in several hits. Oh, what a challenge it is. If this was Skag Dog days, I'd be all over these guys. But it's not. Yeah, I could be doing dailies in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Yay, I did my daily. Do I have my key yet? Still no. Kill 10 rack and then get sniper kills? Okay, we need some sniper kills. Time to bust out the old Lyuta. Let's go kill this bandit camp. Are there a rack on this map anywhere? There's got to be, right? Because it's Pandora. They're a classic Pandoran foe. But I don't know where they are off the top of my head. Whoa, Lyuta. Are you Mayhem 11, Lyuta? Are you even the right level for this kind of a challenge? It's Mayhem 1. Oh, my Lyuta's Mayhem 1. That's not good. Who drops a Lyuta in this game? Can I get a new one? Anybody know? How do I get a real Lyuta, not a fake Lyuta? The racker in that car area? Okay, I'll check. Oh man, it's so sad. Look at that sad damage output. A sniper behaving like an AR. You hate to see it. My action skill can get him, no problem. It can aid the sniper, but ideally the sniper could do it itself. There's no Mobley and Gettle in this game, so I have no idea where to get a new one of these things. Ooh, Hectoplasm. Search the galaxy for Hectoplasm. Look, a real Halloween event, not a fake one. That sucks. I didn't know Gearbox was capable of such a thing. I should have made a video about the new Borderlands 4 event sucks, because everybody made one of those. Like an hour after the new Borderlands 4 Halloween event came out, everybody had a video up like, this is disappointing. This is a problem. I didn't do that. Whoops. I missed that big time. It's really dumb that the pumpkin head is a shift code. Like, the pumpkin head should just be added or, like, earned. You should earn the pumpkin head by doing something, not a shift code. Shift codes don't count, because those will go away eventually. In, like, 20 years, if I want that pumpkin head, but I don't know. Download a mod, I guess, to unlock it for you. Release at Christmas, yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's talk about the Borderlands 4 Halloween event from a few months back. Does anyone else think that event was no good? Wait, what am I doing? I need sniper kills. Not SMG kills. Yeah, what's a good Jacob sniper in this? What's a good legendary sniper in general? I don't even know. All I know is Lyuta. I'm so stuck in my ways. Did it get him? Let's hope that the sniper got him and not the dot. Probably the dot did. Why'd they change the menus so much for this game? They tried. They tried to make it better, but they didn't. It's still better than 4, though. Still better than 4, I'd say. The main thing they gotta do is get my character off the screen. I don't need to see her. It's crazy. At least in this one, when you open the backpack, you see your backpack immediately, and backpack's on a separate tab from inventory. At least it has that. That is better than 4. The blue one from Borderlands 1 IDK? Not the most helpful intel, not gonna lie. Get out of here, you zealot. What if I just go get a purple one from the ship? What if Sanctuary has one for sale? Got a sniper rifle? Marcus might sell them. Although Borderlands 3 is a legendaries only type game. If you're not using legendaries in this game, you're playing it wrong. I'm about to play it wrong. I have 2 hectoplasms, though. That's good. Do I have anything good in the old bank? Hey, bank. Got any snipers in there? Retrieve. Anything sniper-esque? I think they're sorting by type, it looks like. I have that. I have the Bird of Prey. Mayhem 10, Bird of Prey. Yeah, Mayhem 10, Bird of Prey. All right, what is that? The Malik's Bane. All right, the Malik's Bane. I hate Malik. He tried to kill me in KOTOR. Let's try the Bird of Prey because it looks cool. The Bird of Prey. What is the gimmick of this gun, I wonder? Let's go find out. You almost done with the vault cards? Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm hoping I'll wrap them up within the hour. But I probably won't. All right, I know where 10 rack is. I can get 10 rack, no problem. How much keys do I need? Oh, I need 1 key, okay. If I open this chest and I get iridium instead of a key, I'm going to be really mad. That's going to put a big damper on this whole operation. After you called me out earlier, I banish you to second monitor. Second monitor is where I'm more comfortable. I'm not comfortable on main screen, man. People have this up on their main screen as their main feed. This is the main thing you're watching? I mean, I think it's pretty good, but that's just my ego. I'm not so sure it's main monitor worthy. If I added in a bleep or a bloop or another wacky sound effect, maybe it would be. If I was in my car reviewing Andy Cap's Hot Fries, maybe it would be. Did I get 10 of them yet? Usually more spawn, but more of them did not spawn there. Whoops. Oh, did I hear some? Oh, that was my snowball. Well, let's spawn them again. You're on my tablet? Tablet? I mean, I know I just said I feel self-conscious about being main screen, but tablet? Tablet? Not even phone? Tablet? Man. Now I feel even worse. Now that's way down the hierarchy. Tablet is like last place. You give your baby like Cocoa Melon tablet. So like watch the lights and colors and shut the heck up, baby. Be quiet. Eat the Bird of Prey, Rack. This famous gun. Is it even good? That guy does not care. Why is he immune from like all damage? Stop being immune. Well, we did it. The racks are dead. Now all there is to do is kill 1,000,000 guys with a sniper. Let's just go do like an actual map. What's a map that has a bunch of guys to kill? How about... I do like Conrad's Hold, and it's right there. We'll go do Conrad's Hold. Untold hours on this character, and I still haven't even discovered like half of this. Like, what even is that quest? The Demon in the Dark? I don't care. I don't care. My tablet has OLED? Oh, okay, nice. That's good. Now I do feel better. I'm watching you on my e-ink display. All right, Partisan. I came here because most of you guys have no shields, so please die. Yeah, see, this is the problem. All my really good Amara orbs are just going to steal my kills as I try to get sniper headshots. Her passives are too strong. I watch your videos on the 3DS. I like that. 3DS is good. Watching 3DS YouTube videos was crazy. I miss Flipnote Studio. Does killing the ghosts count as enemies? Roach. I count as an enemy. I'm a hostile. If you can't identify the target. They gotta bring back Flipnote Studio for Switch 2. That'd be a crazy good app. But they could give it like more tools. It could be the equivalent of MS Paint. Because Flipnote 1 was like extremely limited. Flipnote 2 could be like MS Paint tier, is the tools you get. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'm watching through your window. The quality is pretty bad. Please wash them. My windows are clean. Maybe you gotta clean your binoculars off. I got Windex. Do not insult the quality of my windows. Do not insult the cleanliness of my abode. Yeah, with the mouse Joy-Con? Oh, yeah. It would be great, dude. Take that, anointed goon. Okay, the bird of prey is pretty good. It's doing what I needed to do. I don't know where it came from, but it's alright. Take this zealot. Who will win? That's my 10 million Guardian rank bonuses. Helping me stay alive forever and fight for your life. Imagine turning those off. Couldn't be me. I'm actually almost done the Guardian rank tree, which might be even more insane. Where's the Guardian ranks? Yeah, I need like 15 more points in Enforcer to be done that as well. That might be crazier. Because the Vault cards are schmalt cards. The Guardian ranks are crazy. It looks like I'm going to finish the Vault cards before I finish the Guardian rank, so that's how you know. The Guardian rank is not to be trifled with. Although I think the Guardian rank did come out before Vault cards did. So if you played it a lot on launch, your Guardian rank is probably higher. But I played it a lot on launch, but not like a lot, you know? I probably played this a good 100 to 150 when it came out, then went, eh. A similar story with Borderlands 4, wow. Almost like they launch them and they're like, okay. Then years later, once all the content's actually in the game, it's like, oh, it's pretty good, actually. Once the game is done, turns out pretty fun. A window facing a brick wall. Window facing an old, like, rusted up warehouse right outside. Alright, Zealot. Take damage. That's a lot of ghosts. That's too haunted. That's too haunted. I'm too haunted. I can't even play with how scared I am. Ooh, a legendary. What do we get? The Repost Impaler. It's terror as well. Do I want that? I don't know what it does, so no. He's got all 3 colors of Pikmin on his health bar. Check him out. The whole rainbow is present. How did Anointed Goon die? Again, it must have been one of my passive spheres. I don't know. Do you count as Fight for Your Life Ghost? You do? Oh, that's nice. That's just lovely. I'm coming up, bandits. I'll snipe you. How much hectoplasm do I have? 17? Okay, we're almost there. We can almost go see what a real Halloween event looks like. It's like a hallway with a graveyard. And they even already had graveyard assets from the campaign, so it cost them like nothing to make that, besides like a week of a level designer's time. Still nice, though. Still nice to have on my orb. Orb, stop it. Stop taking my kills, orb. Hoisted by my own petard. What is my trinket for this? Oh, Franz Frogert, nice. I have a Franz Frogert keychain that's clipping into the sniper rifle. That's very appropriate. Extremely on brand for Fran. Are you dead? We didn't even fight. I have not yet begun to fight. Well, he's dead. Didn't even have a real battle. Sad. Anointed Zealot and Anointed Goon are not getting it done. No wonder God Queen Tyrene failed. How many sniper kills we at? It's probably a shockingly low number. 20, yeah. It's because my stupid passives are getting all the kills. That's okay. This green bar is almost filled in. When that's filled in, hopefully we'll get the last key I need for the vault card, and then I can stop and go focus on vault card numero uno. Now that I finally have all the cosmetics for this game, I can start playing it. What do you mean? Now we can start playing the game. $20 out of how many? 250, you know, a nice reasonable number. Very achievable. It's actually extremely easy to get if I just turn Mayhem off and go kill claptraps for like 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, faster than that. I'm making it harder than it has to be. Maybe there's some part of me that doesn't want the grind to end so soon. Like, why did I just kill those guys with the SMG? The 300-hour grind is almost over. No, it can't be. I can't have this. Alright, let's snipe these Varkins. This should be pretty good. They should have low health, right? Low amounts of red health. Yeah, see, I sniped one Varkid, then my, like, Amara orbs went and killed everybody else. Maybe doing this on another character would be better. Like a lower level character that is not Amara, that kills everything with the orb. Probably would be. Josh Yeek, thank you for subscribing. 71-month streak, dang. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. Which gun will work best? That one will. I'm just a dog chasing vault cards. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I finish it. Another healthy guy. Pink Vark, I don't have time for this nonsense. What? You did not just do that, bro. Finally, some crappy guys. I need one more ghost. I'm hoping one more ghost will spawn. There it is. Come here, ghost. Give me your plaza. Plaza? Plasma. Give me your plaza. Give me your architectural feature. Now we can go to Halloween Land. Ooh. Halloween Land. Ooh. I'm so close, though, to filling this green bar in. Before I fast travel, I want to do that. Eat Deepa. Ah, still a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, you guys. Just a little bit more farming. Just a little bit more ridiculous waste of time. Is Outer World 2 any good? I don't know. I didn't get it. It comes out next week. You can pay $100 to get the early super access. No thanks. Nah. I'll wait till it comes out for real. I'm not going to buy the $100 early access. Even as a content creator who could justify that purchase, I'm not, I just don't care. Like, I do want to play that to see if it's better than 1, but I'm not, like, excited for it. I'm not like, oh, boy. Gee willikers. An anticipated release. Yeah, the early access for single-player games sucks. It's lame. But since games aren't physical anymore, there's no real reason to pre-order them. So they need some way to squeeze extra money out of people that really want to buy it before it comes out. And they do still have pre-orders, but, you know. I can't imagine pre-order numbers are super high. They do have pre-order bonuses for, like, Call of Duty, so I guess somebody still buys those. I guess I'm not the gaming public writ large. If you play more than, like, 3 different games a year, and one of them was an indie game, you are not doing what the general video game consumer does. And thus, many industry decisions will seem baffling. Rank up my card. Oh my god, dude. That green bar is so close. It's so close I can taste it. I appreciate you use that term correctly. Thank you. While playing Borderlands for years has irrevocably diminished my mastery over language, I can still deploy appropriate verbiage at some times. See, oh no. The final part of that sentence fell apart. I'm losing it. As a wise Jedi once said, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Dude, so close. Come on. Am I gonna have to wipe out this entire map before the stupid green thing pops up? Pre-orders also guarantee sales before people can realize a game is bad. I think you can refund a pre-order. Can you refund a pre-order? Like on Steam you can. On GameStop, probably no. GameStop probably doesn't care. But like on Steam, you probably can refund it, right? I don't know. Have game standards gotten higher or lower for new games? Definitely higher. Your game's got to have, like, these days if you're making a AAA game, it's got to have crazy graphics in terms of, like, just how it looks or, like, a good art style. Like, either it's got to be, like, that's pretty realistic graphics over there, or it's got to have a really good art style, both of which is very difficult and expensive to do, and people expect a game to be, like, 1,000,000 years long now. Like, people buy a new AAA game, and they're like, all right, this better have, like, 100 hours of random crap to do in it. Even though it would probably be better if it had, like, 15 hours of random crap to do in it. You need to make a lot of content and a lot of art assets. And they all have to be very high fidelity. And the actual gameplay can suck. The actual game cannot be very good. But there has to be a lot of it. And if there's not a lot of it, people will be like, this game's only 50 hours long for $60? Are you insane? I totally got scammed. Okay, I still didn't get the green bar, and I killed the whole map. Except for the parts of the map I never venture to. Let's go to Halloween Land. Let's go to Halloween Town. Yeah, indie games are different. Like, nobody is playing Mega Bonk or Duck Off and being like, man, the graphics suck. Like, no, like, obviously the graphics, they're fine for what they are, but they're not like the main draw. The main draw is the gameplay, because indies can't afford to compete with AAA on graphics usually. Although Unreal Engine kind of makes it so a small team can still have really nice graphics. But usually smaller games go for like a nice art style that is easy enough to do, and then make a good game. Whereas AAA just like makes it look gorgeous, and then you can't run it. That'll be $70, by the way. Dinosaur, let me go to the Halloween haunt. I'm ready. here we go. The heck hole. People are fine paying 20 to 30 bucks for indie games and have way lower expectations. Why aren't all games like that? Because AAA games rule, dude. Because Call of Duty rules. There's room for both. There's room for like the indie art house project and then like the blockbuster Michael Bay Transformers movie. There's a market for both things. Like a COD campaign costs $30 trillion to make and isn't even good, but man, I love those things. They're so good, dude. When a building like blows up in Call of Duty, you're like, oh yeah, look at that explosion. That was awesome. Please keep pumping untold trillions into making Call of Duty campaigns. They're so great. Borderlands 4 might not even made their budget back yet. They probably did. It's like the best-selling one of them ever. I'm sure they made their budget back. I'm sure Borderlands 4 will do just fine, because Borderlands games always do numbers in terms of sales. Everybody likes to be a doomer about everything, but I don't think that Borderlands is a... I don't think Gearbox is struggling for money. I think they're struggling for some good level designers, but I don't think the money is a problem. And not everybody wants to play like, oh, Silksong is the best game ever and it costs 20 bucks. Yeah, but like, I'm going to be real. I don't want to play that. I know it's good, but like, I don't have the patience or inclination to play that, so I'm not gonna. And like, I'm glad it's out there and that everybody likes it and it's the game of the year, but like, I'd rather play the COD campaign. So if you want to go ahead and disown me, demote me down to iPad for that kind of a hot take, you can. But I'd rather play Call of Duty Black Ops 7's terrible campaign that sucks than throw myself at Silksong and just get annoyed. Because the thing with Silksong is, like, I'm sure it's a tough but fair type game. And tough but fair is the worst because if you can't beat it, you're like, oh, I just suck. It's my fault. I can't even blame the game for being unfair because I can very easily see what I'm not doing here. I maybe do my smartwatch for that comment? Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to track your steps, though. I'm going to steal your biometrics. They're going straight to Google. Would you like to give all the corporations access to all of your biometric data? I mean, not really. But it'll tell you how many footsteps you took. Oh, sign me up. That sounds like a good deal for me. Gotta love smartwatches. I'm demoting you to 160p. That could be funny, actually. Low resolution has a bit of a comedic value to it. Yeah, these Maliwans are dying no problem. They must suck. Those bandits were tougher. I have one friend who says Elden Ring's the best game ever and another coworker who couldn't get into Elden Ring. Yeah, exactly. It's just different tastes. And there's room in the market for all sorts of tastes to be catered to. Like, I started playing Rogue Trader. I've been playing a little bit more Rogue Trader, but I'm still not out of Act 1, because when you beat Act 1, spoiler for Rogue Trader, I guess, because my complaint about that game is the combat is there's so much, and it's just so long. There's so, like, every single fight has 50 guys, and it's so boring. And eventually you get powers. Like, I just got the Navigator lady who can, like, kill 20 guys in one hit, so presumably you just use her to just, like, kill a million trash mobs. I'm assuming, like, eventually you can kill an entire fight in one turn. But I just got, like, I saved the planet, and there was a parade. And it's like, oh, obviously the parade's gonna, like, go wrong and have a huge battle, right? Because there's, like, evil NPCs in the crowd. Then the parade goes wrong, and there's a huge battle. And I have the huge battle. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the conclusion of Act 1, surely, right? And I load the next screen, and I go to another map, a map I've already been on. And there's, like, 50 more guys on that map. And there's another battle there. And I'm like, dude, stop. Stop having all these battles. So I turned it off, and I'll probably turn it on again. But man, that's a game, if you really, really, really like XCOM combat and don't want to... I mean, it has role-playing. It has that too. But if you really want to get into like an XCOM-style turn-based combat game, Rogue Trader is a good game for you. And like, I can take or leave that part of it. I'm like, that's fine. But I'm really here for the RPG and story stuff. So having the combats be so long is not great. And eventually what I'll do is I'll just look up a guide. Like, what's the most OP build that kills the stupid combat in one hit, so I don't gotta do it. Not because it's bad. It's very well-made, well-designed combat, but there's so much. I don't want to do that much of it, you know? It's like it's good, but too much of a good thing. That's my review of Warhammer Rogue Trader. Their Pathfinder games are combat with 100 guys. Yeah, I never played one of the Alcat games before. It's my first one. I'm like, oh, I see why these are not as popular. Like, it's very well made and good, and like all the systems make sense. I think it's a well-designed game, but man, I don't want to fight that many guys. That's a lot of guys. Yeah, Dark Souls, you can choose your own difficulty. Dark Souls, you can make it hard, and then if you get annoyed by Dark Souls, you look up how to win Dark Souls on YouTube, and it tells you to get the Claymore, then you just win. Same way Elden Ring. There's not much in Elden Ring you can't cheese. It's kind of hard to cheese Melania. It's kind of hard to cheese her. But most of that game, you can just, like, not try and win. Which I appreciate, because I definitely did that. I said, give me that, what's that one, the Blasphemous Blade that, like, shoots red lasers? Give me that one. Give me the Blood Skull Blade from Skyrim. That's a good weapon right there. That's a fun one. Be gone, Keymaster. Oh, I got my green bar. Hang on. And I love the summons in Elden Ring, too, because the summons are like, I don't want to play this game. The summons are great if you're like, man, I paid 60 bucks for this, and it's way too hard. I'm just going to hit the summon button and win for free. That's a great button. I love that button. All games should have a win for free button. But it's like disguised as like I'm still making effort. Like, oh, the summon always dies when the boss has 25% health left. So it's still kind of like I beat it, right? It's a win for free button that makes you still feel like you accomplished something, even though you definitely didn't. And I say that as somebody who uses the Mimic Summon on every single battle. That's a very good mechanic. Because then people that don't want to do it can just not use it. Fun times for all. Speaking of fun times for all. Come on, baby, give me a key. Not 500 iridium. Whoa, 2 keys, 2 keys. And just like that, another vault card is completed. That's 1 complete. That's 2 complete. Now it's time for the 3rd one. Kill Pandora creatures, kill Lavender Crawley, kill Rack. Here we go. I don't think there's Pandora creatures on this map. But we'll return to Pandora after we kill Captain Haunt. Is there a ammo store before him? I guess not. Here we go. He has a mechanic. I forgot what it is. Is this he has 1,000,000 health? If I were him, I'd have 1,000,000 health. That'd be my choice. Wish I had 1,000,000 health in real life. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, jumping off the Grand Canyon and being fine? Being like, ugh, I took damage, but all I need is a health potion, and I'll be back in the fight. Oh, yeah, it has a green blast. You don't want to get hit by that green blast. So I've heard. Did he send it yet? Oh, yeah, he did. He's shooting now. Hello, damage. Hello, damage department. Pumpkin bomb. This guy hates Spider-Man. I'm not doing that much. And my good gun is thirsty for bullets. Come on, OPMR build. YouTube.com. Always cooking again. Good chance to go find an ammo crate if there are any. There might not be any. Is that really the only ammo crate in this arena? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy of Randy to pull some crap like that, but he would. He would pull some crap like that. Okay, spawn some ammo. Come on, game. Give me bullets. My other guns suck. This sniper is not going to do it. Tony. Thank you, Tony, for gifting sub 2, slice of oatmeal, and kiwi season. Kiwi oatmeal. Could kiwi oatmeal be good? I'm sure it could. I'm sure in the hands of a talented chef, kiwis on oatmeal could be good, right? Oatmeal, you can be... What's a good oatmeal? Quaker oatmeal. How about that? Quaker Oats, the classic brand. And kiwi season, you can be... Kiwi seasoning. Some grounded up kiwis. Pour it on your spaghetti. And the Seeker. What a watch streak from the Seeker. A 5-stream watch streak. Once again, I forgot to disable that feature. Great. Do I have a shock weapon? Do I have a good anti-shield type thing? I have cryo. Is cryo good versus shields? I don't remember. I don't know how to play this game. I have a Mayhem 10 Guardian Angel shotgun. That could be good. It says it's shock. Let's see what it does. Whoa, what the heck? It's really good? What was that? He took infinite damage from something there. Something got him. Who can say? But yes, this is the Borderlands 3 Halloween event. For those unfamiliar, the Borderlands 4 Halloween event is just the world bosses that randomly spawn sometimes. They have a percentage chance to give you a unique Halloween gun that's not even good. That's about it. There's nothing like, there's no new levels or anything. And the lamest part is they don't even drop the new Halloween gun. It's just added in. The reward center spawns a chest that might have it in there. I hate that reward center. It's so lame. Oh yeah, cryos versus Ama, right? Isn't that what cryo does? And cryo all about Ama. How about corrosion? What the? Oh, that was the guy in front of him. I thought he took 1,000,000 damage there. Cryo. Bro, get damage. Come on, man. What a battle. This Guardian Angel shotgun is doing okay. See, I always forget what cryo and radiation do. I guess radiation is shield? I don't even know. No grenades? I have grenades, but they won't do anything. Or will they? Or will they? Cause an avalanche on that guy. Yeah, they did nothing. What grenade is that? That is the Tina's Hippity Hopper grenade. Let's go back to my favorite. Where did my favorite go? Where's my Stormfront? Oh, well. Let's try this one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the annoying orb. A great grenade. Might be better if I actually aim at his head. That could work. This is a very slow-moving projectile type gun, though, so results are varied. Also have that terror debuff, although right now I think I don't. Yeah, the music is good. It's got a good song. Do you think Captain Haunt is canon? Is he related to Harlow? Oh yeah, my one uncle who loves Halloween, Captain Haunt. I'm going corrosion. This is probably infuriating to people who know how to play this game. Like, he's using just random elements. He's not even Matching the element to the health bar. Where's a fire weapon? Use a fire weapon. Sorry. I got no fire on my hotbar. No fire on my hotbar equals no fire weapon being used. Do I have a fire weapon? Oh, yeah, I have this. Oh, it's Mayhem 1, though. Mayhem 1. Why do I have this Mayhem 1 junk? Get this out of here. We don't need Mayhem 1 gear. Why do I have so much of it? I'll never throw you away, Lyuda, but the rest of you guys, get out of here. Useless. Pumpkin. I feel like this last little bit of his health bar is taking the longest. Could just be superstition. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. I gotta go kill Pandora creatures, Captain Haunt. Yay, the Halloween event. I did it. What did he give me? The Scream of Terror. Goodbye. Goodbye, all those Mayhem 1 legendaries that suck. I could sell those for money, but who needs money? I did see in the Borderlands 4 patch notes they reduced having to respec your Guardian rank, or whatever it's called in that one, from 5,000 Iridium to 1,500 Iridium, which is much more reasonable. That's much better. That makes way more sense. Although I still don't even know where you get that much Iridium from. Like, where do you get... Like, my character in Borderlands 4 has a bunch of Iridium, but I have no idea where they got it from. I guess it's a quest reward? I have no clue. Dinosaur, I did your quest. Are you happy? Do you have the Mayhem machine? Yeah, let's go back down to, smaller Mayhem. We're here to farm, not to prove anything. Let's go kill Pandora creatures. Where's a good place for Pandora creatures? I mean, Slaughter Shaft is bandits. I guess the Draughts. Only the Draughts, because I know where they are in the Draughts. In the Draughts, their location's not a mystery. In some of the other ones, like Devil's Razor. I never played Devil's Razor. Devil's Razor might have more. Respec should be free, TBH. I'm not against the idea of a respec costing cash, because cash is useless. Like, a cash respec in Borderlands is free. Like, it's still free, because it's a percentage of your cash. It doesn't matter at all. But it makes it feel like it costs something, even though it doesn't, which is fine. But 1,500 Iridium, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot of, stuff to spend on respec. I want it to be effectively free, not actually cost anything. Although if you watch the, I think Shack News, the Borderlands documentary from Shack News, part of it's about Borderlands 1, but also it's about Borderlands 4. One of the designer guys for Borderlands 4 said one of their pillars of the game design was choice, and for an example of choice, he was like, when you choose your Guardian rank perks, they're locked in and it costs money to change them. I want you to be responsible for your choice. I want there to be a real decision being made there. And it's like, I get the sentiment, but it ain't that kind of game, man. It's not that kind of game. Make a video guide how to play Borderlands 3 the least efficiently. I mean, that's just every Borderlands 3 video I've ever posted. I am the master. Choices matter in Borderlands. Like, the choice of which gun do you want to use, that's a good choice. The choice of which skill tree do you want, that's good, but, like, making your skill tree cost money to re-roll because they want you to be committed to your choice, I don't see it. Personally, I don't see it. Kill enemies at long range with shotguns, wow. I'm a sniper. Buy Iridium with real world money when? I'm so shocked that they didn't do that for 3, and I'm very happy. Because like for Borderlands 3, it would have been so easy for them to sell Iridium with money. Like that was the moment they had where if they did it, everybody would have been mad, but like it would have been like accepted. But now they haven't done it for so long. Now everybody be pissed. They kind of locked themselves out of the ability to do that, and I'm glad they did. Because it'd be trash. If I could buy it with Baba tokens, that'd be good. All the time I get emails, probably most Borderlands. If you posted a Borderlands video on YouTube, you probably get these emails from like websites and companies where all they do is they'll like join your lobby and drop a gun for you. It's like people that sell the guns on eBay. Like, hey, do you have Borderlands 4 but you don't want to farm for a shiny? We'll join your game and drop a shiny for you for $5. And they're always trying to get me, dude. Constantly getting sent emails by these people, especially now that Borderlands 4 came out. Imagine if I started a video, I'm like, hey, you want to not even play the game you bought and just go buy a gun? Go to this website. Go buy it from them. Pay money to not play the game that you bought. I know where those enemies are. There's some skags here, too. Where's Demo Skaggin? I can go get him. I think Demo Skaggin's over there. Not sure how many enemies are in one lap of the draughts. But it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't be too extreme. One would think. $5 Mayhem 11 Lyuta sounds like a bargain? Yeah, now I'd use it. It sounds like a hilarious joke, so you really need a Lyuta. Come on out, Demo Skaggin. That new Lego Stranger Things house set, I haven't watched any Stranger Things past season 1. So to me, it just looks like a kind of cool house, like an overpriced but cool looking house. But apparently the minifigs are really bad. I heard the minifigures are really, really, really bad, but I don't know who they're supposed to be. So to me, it's like, oh, it's a blue house. That's kind of a cool blue house. That's a neat house. Oh, it's terrible? It's really bad, actually? Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. Are there any good creatures over here? I think there's some Varkids down here, yeah. Turn them into biofuel. That's what Ellie says in the game Borderlands 3. I turn them into biofuel, Ball Hunter. I'll turn them into biofuel. I hope in the first Borderlands 4 DLC where they add Ellie back into the game, she says, I can't believe I landed on Kairos. Do you know I hate everything on YouTube? Yes. I am aware. I don't think I've watched any of his videos, but I know he exists. Oh, you know why I know why he exists? Because he uses the dun, 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 dun. He uses the Incompetech like elevator music, and I used that one time. And people were like, bro, you stole it from him. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's Incompetech, baby. It's Kevin MacLeod. The most prolific composer of our generation. He made a Bionicle tier list. He better put Kopaka #1. Put Kopaka on top. I still miss Caffeine Man. Yeah, man, Caffeine Man's demise was very sad. Caffeine Man didn't die, in case you thought he died. Caffeine Man just stopped posting videos. It's quite tragic for the caffeine community. Although, if you want to go review energy drinks with literally any production value at all, which I've checked, pretty much no other channel does. Caffeine Man had 50k subs. Like, if you want 50k subs, you can go get them. You can become the new king of the energy drink review because Caffeine Man retired. It would not be that hard. You just have to put literally any effort in at all. Put in literally any effort. And you too can be Caffeine Man. Why'd he stop posting videos? Basically the juice. He said the juice is not worth the squeeze. He was spending so much time doing Caffeine Man, and he was like, I've been doing Caffeine Man for like 6 years. I kind of want to like... He said I want to spend time with my family. That's one of the things he said. I'm like, oh man, Caffeine Man. If Caffeine Man channel is taking away from spending time with your family, then by all means, definitely slow down Caffeine Man production. And he also wanted to play PS5, which, yeah, dude. Play some Call of Duty. Basically, all his weekends were spent doing Caffeine Man stuff, and he was like, I kind of don't want to do Caffeine Man stuff all weekend, so understandable. Tragic, but understandable. I got a kill 10 rack as well, didn't even notice. Or kill 20 rack, and I killed 10. Okay, I might have wiped out all the creatures except for you. Oh yeah, the Skag Dog Days Skags over here. There's them too. Them too. Are the Skag Dog Days Skags? Yeah, there they are. In this weird hill right here. Obo has no such weakness, such as wanting to spend time with family. Yes, who needs family when you have Borderlands 3 vault cards? Although, the Borderlands 3 vault cards are about to be completed, so who knows? What will I do then? Come on, give me more Skags. Give me more. 125 Pandoran creatures? Not bad, okay. The draughts do be loaded with Skags. We can get that no problem. And the passive green we get from doing it as well. Helps a lot as well. As well. Okay, I think that's most of the droughts enemies cleared out. Let's go run it again. Repetitive. If you don't like repetitive gaming, then you don't like the Borderlands franchise. I started off here. Bit of a different route. Reverse clockwise. Oh, I failed. That was a huge failure. Don't clip that and put it on TikTok. That time I didn't fail. I mantled. I assumed the mantle of responsibility. Did I go up here yet? Did I even get them last time? I might not have. There may have been more Skags I could have gotten that I neglected, sadly. Oh, a rack. I need you, rack. Look, the moon is the Firehawk. She's the Firehawk. What's Lilith doing? What's Lilith doing? Stupid Tannis. What's Lilith doing? How does Ava know what Lilith is doing and Tannis doesn't? It's not even like Ava's a siren and Tannis isn't. Tannis is also a siren. Tannis should be able to figure it out from context. Stupid Tannis. Stupid Tanny. Streaming Borderlands 3 must really be eating into your playing Borderlands 4 off stream time. Honestly, I haven't been playing that much Borderlands 4 off stream. Like, I played it for... But see, my Steam hours counter, every time I launch the game, it changes. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, so that's definitely broken. I probably played it for about like 150, between 150 to 200 hours total. But now I don't want to play it. Like, I think the general sentiment is like, okay, that was pretty good, but we'll wait until it comes out more content to play it again. Whereas this game has years of content that I'm ignoring and doing a repetitive grind instead. Not even a good grind. I'm doing mobile game type objectives. Ah, remember this shack? Who could forget this shack? This is a great shack where a viewer enemy always spawns and ruins my life. Good times. There's only so many times I can talk to Defiant Calder, you know? Don't you want to do the Moxie's Encore to farm for the shiny? Don't you want to do the weekly double bonus mission, whatever? Don't you want to replay a campaign mission as part of our weeklies? No. That's the kind of weekly I don't want to do, is replay a campaign mission. Kill 300 skags? Yeah, sure. That's fine. I'll do that. Great time to start a brand new run to kill Jack in BL2. It's never a bad time to play BL2. BL2 has more in it than this one, even, I think. My unprofessional opinion. Despite the fact that in this game you go to like 500 planets, Borderlands 2 feels bigger. I do still like that one better than 3, for the record. But Borderlands 2 doesn't have dailies. If they added dailies to it, maybe I'd be playing that one instead. I'm not here for good game design. I'm here for a Skinner box. Also, funny anecdote from that Shaq News Borderlands 1, Borderlands 4 documentary. Initially, Randy wanted to call Gearbox Skinner Box, and they decided that let's not call it Skinner Box. That would be funny. It'd be very funny if the company that made Borderlands was called Skinner Box Studios. I'm kind of sad that didn't happen. That would have been awesome. Borderlands 1 does have some user-created maps, but they're not, like, very good. I see why they don't have robust mod tools for Borderlands, because, like, after the game comes out, they sell new crap for it for, like, a year and a half. So if users could make their own maps and stuff, then it would probably eat into the sales of that. But it would still be nice if they just let out, like, a Skyrim creation kit for Borderlands. Just pick any one of them, honestly. Pick any of the Borderlands games and make a Skyrim creation kit for it. Like, people already mod the crap out of 2 and 3. But the mods are mostly, like, gameplay and, like, loot tables and stuff. Not much, like, new areas. They did make that roguelike one. Jolstu did play that, like, roguelike Borderlands 2 mod. Roguelands, I think it's called. The creative name. Coming out, Skags. Did you watch the video I posted with the song that mentions Handsome Jack? Maybe? I don't remember it, so probably not. Handsome Jack the Magician or Handsome Jack the character? You just want a filmmaker software? I would love Borderlands machinima tools. I would totally do a red versus blue of Private Jessup if it had good machinima capabilities. It kind of does. I could do that. There's ways to do it these days with mods and stuff. A different Handsome Jack predating the Magician? You found an older Handsome Jack than the Magician Handsome Jack? Dang. How deep does the handsome lore go? We're gazing into the abyss of Handsome Jack and people with that name. I wonder if the Fallout 4 Super Duper Edition will have good machinima tools. Probably not. It'll probably have the crappy camera mode that all Bethesda's have. That has definitely not enough features. I can't believe they haven't added new poses to the Starfield camera. Like, the Starfield camera doesn't have any good poses. And the one everybody always uses is the guy, like, stretching his arms out, like, hey, like, standing up straight, stretching the arms out. Like, even Bethesda uses that. They just had made a poster, like, check out the new Creation Club content. That's Halloween themed, and it's that pose. Like, dude. I know how to make a pose in Creation Kit. I can do that. I can make an animation for a Bethesda character. It's not hard at all. They should add, like, 100 new poses to the Starfield photo mode. It's so bad. And I haven't messed around with the photo mode for Fallout 4, if it has one, but I'm sure it's bad. But the Skyrim, like, fan photo mode is really good because it just gives you a database of every animation in the whole game, which is what the Starfield one should do. You know, I appreciate old Handsome Jacks. I just didn't see that video. I would have watched it had I known what it contained. Why did I go up here? Are there creatures up here by the old cars? One of them bandits took my runners. I'm not sure there's a skag up here. There is an unexplored area of the map right here. Whoa, what's down there? Whoa. Liminal spaces in Borderlands 3. Exploring the weirdest areas of Borderlands 3 that no one has been to. Borderlands 3 has one of those maps that Fog of War fills in over time, so probably people have been to every single point of it. Because for some people, having that little sliver right there not filled in is very triggering. I'm not one of them. But it is a thing. It's so blue at night. Look how blue it is. Typhon, I turned dialogue off. Sorry. What if Typhon de Leon was the villain of this game? What if you got the Necro DeFeo and he was there? And instead of being a joke character, he was like, I trained Troy and Tyrene to be evil, and now I will claim their true power. He'd be a good twist villain. It'd be like the guy from Up. He looks like the guy from Up. The explorer guy from Up who turns out is bad. He literally has the same outfit as that guy. It could be good. That would be good. It'd be a good twist villain. They should have done that. Let's do some backseat writing on a game that came out 7 years ago. They should have obviously made Typhon de Leon the bad guy. Duh. Also, they should have, if Typhon de Leon was going to exist, they probably should have referenced them in 1 and 2. Not so much 1, because 1 had no story, which is what I appreciate about 1 so much. But they maybe should have planted the seed of Typhon de Leon a little bit earlier, if he was going to be like the legendary guy. I'm gonna need like 70 more of these things. 70 more of those ... kills. And the green bar is like halfway there. I probably will go to Claptrap Land and grind out a green bar or two there. Unfortunately. I would do it either way, so I might as well click go live before doing it. So my deranged ramblings can at least be background audio on somebody's Apple Watch. Any more skags? These Varkids take forever to kill. They're not very efficient. Isn't that right, Zealot? These COV Zealots. I think the only time somebody in this game says Zealot is that one voice line from Wainwright where he's like, these COV Zealots. I think just he calls them Zealots multiple times and nobody else ever does. I'm watching through a gas station pump. If I could pay money to be a gas station ad, I totally would. That'd be awesome. I mean, I can. I just don't think gas station pump ads are within my current budget of marketing, which is $0. Can you imagine if you turned on a gas pump and like a Twitch stream? It just loaded you into a stream that was live. That'd be awesome. That's how we can view bot, dude. We can view bot with gas pumps. They'll never know. All these IPs look legit. They're all coming from Sunoco. Yeah, the Borderlands 4 map does have places you can't get to, which is like why. Like not the invisible wall stuff. I mean like the edges of the map. Some of the edges of the map, like in the mountain area, I'm pretty sure can't be filled in by like walking over them to clear the fog of war. Maybe there's a way to get to all of it. But I think there's some parts around the edge that like you can't get to. And maybe if they expand the landmass in a DLC, you'll be able to do that. Because again, to me, I don't care. But to some people, that is annoying. One of my favorite Rust streamers had a massive subathon and offered a reward to the person who could get him on the biggest screen. Somebody rented a screen in Times Square. Yeah, there's a Times Square screen you can rent that I'm assuming is not that much because there's like one specific screen in Times Square people always rent for hilarious memes. I know crypto scams love that screen, dude. Crypto scams like buy 5 seconds of ad slot for their crypto. Then they like this is so huge for the crypto scam community. Our coin is going global. It's so legit that we're even in Times Square. That's how legit we are. So I probably could afford an ad slot on the Times Square crypto scam billboard. The Crypto.com arena. Your go-to sporting destination. What they should do is allow me to gamble on FanDuel with crypto. Imagine if FanDuel said, new users get 0.001.32 free Bitcoin for joining. Yeah, the Vegas Sphere is probably still new enough where ad slots are expensive. Hey, I did it. I killed a bunch of Pandora creatures. Yay. We did it? I guess we did it. We did it together as a community. In reality, it was all me. Okay, what else we even got on this thing? We got a... Oh, I did them all. Well, all that's left is a giant grind to get, like, 4 loot crates. Which is pretty boring. Pretty non-compelling stuff. Let's run through Pyre of the Stars. That gives you, like, 1/4 of green bar. That probably won't fill my green bar all the way, but it'll be more interesting than scrap traps. Okay, we really want our chest to give us 3 keys. If we get 1 key or iridium, that's going to be so bad. And honestly, I think I want 3 keys more than I do a cosmetic, because the cosmetics I have left are cheap, I think. There might be one that's worth 4, but not a lot. It's a cool map, though. I like Pyre of the Stars. Where's the, Oh, I didn't accept the Halloween quest from Stupid Dinosaur Guy. Stupid Dinosaur Guy should just reactivate the quest when he turned it in. It shouldn't go away. Some players would complain about that quest being in their quest log forever. I wouldn't. I don't think the minimap in Borderlands 4 thing, honestly, I don't think that's a like creative game design decision. I think it's a technical decision. Like they pitched it as like, oh, we wanted you to explore the world and the compass is better for that. I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason is that they didn't want to render a 3D version of the world in the compass because the game already doesn't run at all. The game already has huge performance issues, so like rendering a proper minimap would kill them. Maybe I don't know how game development works, but I imagine that it would cost some resources they didn't have. And they could have just put the JPEG of the world map on the radar as well. They could have done that. But that would have looked really bad. Because see, this minimap right here, That's what we want. We want the nav mesh. I just want to see the nav mesh. I don't really want to see like all the crap, but the Borderlands 4 like world map is like a JPEG, a nicely detailed like D&D module map type JPEG. And it's like, that's nice, but where's the parts I can go on? I just want to see the parts I can go on. I don't care about the rest. Show me parts I can go on. At the very least, if you don't have the Halloween quest equipped, the ghost should not show up. Right? I do like this. Look at this. This is good game design right here. You can go to that one, then that one, but you can also be a cool guy and skip that one. And, like, it's not hard, and, like, every single player that does this will skip that platform. Maybe some people will go, huh? Can you get to that ledge? No. It just makes you feel cool, you know? You're like, ooh, I'm so good at the game, I did a speed run. I skipped that platform, even though it's definitely designed to be skipped. It's just nice. That's a nice touch. Borderlands always had kind of bad map screens. Yeah, the map has never been, like, good. It's pretty much always been this. Although in Borderlands 1 and 2, they weren't even 3D, were they? I think they were 2D in that one. And now that the first big quality of life patch for Borderlands 4 is out, we can see, like, what stuff was just, like, calibrated wrong, slash not done in time for release, slash versus what was, like, intentional decisions. Because they made it so, like, when you play a co-op game, it used to be when you were playing in co-op and you load into single player, all your discovered locations are gone. They, like, fixed that. I have no idea if that was, like, a bug they couldn't fix in time, or if that was intentional. I can't imagine it was intentional, because it's so bad. Nobody would ever want that. So it had to be some kind of a technical issue that they couldn't fix until like a month after the game came out. But then other stuff like the stupid Echo robot being on cooldown, like that must have been intentional, because that was like, why does he have a cooldown? Why does this dumb Echo bot have a cooldown game? Happy they fixed the Marcus junk. Yeah, Marcus junk was really bad. Like, that was definitely a bug. Like, that's not even, like, a design choice. When you mark something as junk in your backpack, it would just pick the wrong thing and mark that as junk instead. And, like, sometimes it could be, like, off the screen, like a few slots up on the scroll wheel, and you wouldn't notice, and you'd mark something good as junk and it'd be gone. That was pretty bad. And, like, that also took them a month and a half till the game ships to fix. So it must have been more difficult to implement a fix for that than we thought, because there's no way QA didn't catch that. And they still ship with it, so. That whole UI is a nightmare. It's very bad. Not saying this one is good. The Borderlands 3 UI definitely is not good. But I would say it is better than 4. But don't worry, in 7 years, when Borderlands 5 comes out, Borderlands 4 will be a really great game. It'll be so fun and good. Just gotta wait 5 years. These ghosts are slowing down my run. I gotta stop to kill them too. They're ruining my flow. Combat flow interrupted by a ghost. Borderlands 5 will be an MMO that we'll really appreciate 4, yeah. Let's hope not. Let's hope that any potential Fallout 76ing of Borderlands is contained to a side thing and not a mainline title. There was the Borderlands MMO in like China, but that doesn't count because I didn't play it. Only things that I play count as canon, obviously. But like if they want to make a Fallout 76 for Borderlands, they can try. I can't imagine it would be good. But if they wanted to do that, they could do it. Just don't call it Borderlands 5. Just call it like Borderlands Live. Just call it something stupid that sucks. Call it very clearly signpost it's a spinoff. Like if 2K wants money, they could be like, Randy, you're making a Borderlands Live service. Congratulations. And Randy could definitely do that. Wouldn't be good, but he could. As long as the mainline games remain single player. And I wish that they wouldn't make an open world for 5, but they probably will. I think there's no going back from the open world of 4, but they could make it way better. The problem with the 4 open world is that it needed to be like half as big and then have like 4 times as much biomes as it did. And then it needed to have like good dungeons in there because like most of the questing takes place in just like a piece of the open world. And so none of the dungeon designs are like good or cool. So, you know, they can keep the open world. I don't like it, but they'll probably keep it, but they could improve it a lot to make it more tolerable. Better vaults. Yeah, make the vaults not the worst thing ever. Procedurally generated, yeah. Now you're talking. My microphone was off that whole time? Oh my god, how embarrassing. ASMR. ASMR with no microphone. I know what happened too. I put my controller down to grab my water bottle and it hit my mute key. Whoops. What was I saying? What's the last thing you heard me say before I got muted? I assume you were really focusing? Yeah, I'm really focusing to kill these claptraps. It's very tough. Tough stuff. Were you answering my question? I don't know. Was I? I don't know. What was the last thing you heard me say? I gotta reboard my train of thought. Borderlands not going open world for 5? Okay. Yeah, don't go open world for 5, please. Don't do that. You said Slaposaurus inherits your kingdom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I bequeath my kingdom to you. Then I muted myself, making it seem like you killed me. I was trying to set you up, actually. Let's see, what is this question I supposedly answered? How much of your acceptance of Borderlands 3 is based on the actual improvements or familiarity? Do you mean how much of me liking it is based on it being better than it was when it launched? Is that what you mean? Because it is better than it was when it launched. It works and it has way more content and you can get rid of the story with mods now. And the shooting is pretty good for Borderlands. Versus familiarity, I mean, so you mean like I'm just more familiar with it, therefore I like it more. I mean, I don't think that factors into it at all, honestly. There's still plenty of stuff about this game that I hate and don't like. There's plenty. Like every quest. The structure of every quest being wait for a guy to talk is still really bad. The UI is bad. It's been around long enough, you just accepted it. Eh. I mean, I didn't really get back into playing it until Borderlands 4 got announced, and I got brand activated. So I let it sit there for a good, like, 5 years. I wasn't playing it all that time. Like, when it came out, I played it, then I dropped it for 5 years. Then I fired it back up to get footage, and I was like, you know what, it's pretty good. They definitely improved this. And they also did Mayhem 2.0, which is a huge rebalance. By the time they did that, I was out, though. Like, they redid basically the entire loot system for this at some point. But I stopped playing long before that came out. So that helps as well. Still too many legendaries, but you know, what are you gonna do? Thrilling scrap trap farming. I really should turn the Halloween thing on. I could be doing that too. The biggest change is adding weeklies. Yeah, added weeklies. That's the main thing. The main thing here is the weeklies. That's what I'm here for. Borderlands is like spouse of 20 years. There's been ups and downs with old Borderlands, but at the end of the day, I love the old girl. I think the word, like, in terms of how much you can possibly love a video game, like, you know, obviously you can love people way more than you can, like, a game. But I think the only Borderlands game I would say I actually love, like, I love that game, is Borderlands 1. I do love Borderlands 1. That game is so good. And you know, some of the other ones aren't so hot. Some of the other ones are actually good. But 1 is the one that I truly adore. They should remake Borderlands 1. If they remade Borderlands 1, they would just add a bunch of dialogue. They would make all the flavor text you can skip into voiced dialogue, and that'd be terrible. So maybe don't remake it. Maybe don't Game of the Year enhance it to not run good. The one where you talk to Lilith least. Huh. Who could have guessed? Alright, here we go. Chest time. Come on, 3 keys. Need 3 keys for my vault car. 1 key? That sucks. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. That's so bad. All right, I'm not going to just sit here and farm scrap traps. That's mind-numbing content. Let's go to, I mean, it's all mind-numbing content if it's on Mayhem 1, but that is more efficient. So, let's do Slaughter Star. Why not? Slaughter Star is really long, though. I do need a lot of XP, however, so... Therefore, BL4 feels close to a BL1 remake in some ways. I gotta disagree big time. I gotta respectfully disagree with everything your statement stands for. I apologize. All right, where's the button that fires this thing up? There it is. This is the Maliwan survival mode, where you fight the Maliwans. Let's fight some Maliwans. Where'd my Mayhem 1 Lyuta go? It can be good now. Now that I'm back down on Mayhem 1. And we'll use the sniper instead. The bird of prey. And that one too, I guess. Oh yeah, ghost mode. I forgot ghost mode. Crap. Well, I'm in it now. It is early enough I could restart this with ghost mode enabled. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll restart it and grind the Halloween thing again. Because the way the Halloween event works in this is that you have to... Oh, wait, it's on. Oh, no, I got to go to... it wasn't off. I had to go talk to Dinosaur again. Stupid, 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 stupid. I have a general aversion to returning to Sanctuary. I don't enjoy it. Why did they not make a fast travel point right there? Like, this game's been out for 7 years, guys. Make a fast travel point right there. How hard could it possibly be? How hard could it be? Come on, Sanctuary. You're not that in-depth. Come here, dinosaur. Give me your quest. What? Give me your quest? There we go. You know what? I'm not going to do Slaughter Star. That one's too long. I feel like Circle of Slaughter is the shortest one of the slaughters. That's just my gut feeling. Let's do Circle of Slaughter instead. Six years. Don't make me feel even older. Oh, is it 6, not 7? It's almost 7, right? Once the old years tick by into 2026, it will be 7. I mean, you can measure from the release date, or you can measure from what year it currently is. And measuring from what year it currently is funnier, because it makes it older. So I do that. Here they come. It's Psycho. Hi, Psycho. You're from Borderlands. What would a Fallout 76 of Borderlands look like? It would have a campaign. It would just be like the same as 4, basically, right? Wouldn't a live service Borderlands just be Borderlands 4? But, like, you join a server that has, like, 20 different Vault Hunters on it running around? Wouldn't that just be what that is? I haven't played Fallout 76 since that one time I played it, and it sucked. I played it like years after it came out, and it was supposed to be good, and it was still really bad. But like every month, they're like, oh, they added a bunch of new stuff to 76. It's really good now. You should try it. I'm like, that can't be true. That can't possibly be true. Look, they're adding the ghoul. Remember the ghoul? They're putting him in there. Like, okay. Can they put him in Fallout 4 maybe, though? Can you put him in the one I want to play? That'd be neat. How would they explain thousands of sirens running around? The answer would be, who cares? The answer to any question about Borderlands lore at this point is, who cares? That's the answer. Like, am I happy with the direction Borderlands 4 took the story? Not really, but at this point, who cares? It's fun to complain, but who cares? It's time to stop caring. It's time to stop caring about the Borderlands franchise narrative. Let it go. Are you an enemy? What the heck is happening here? Okay. An entire crowd gathered around Lilith, yes. All the main characters of Borderlands gathered around Lilith, sitting on a couch and doing nothing. And also, by the way, she's God. Like, that sucks, but... I mean, whatever. Whatever. I guess Lilith is God now. Alright. Sweet. This sniper looks pretty cool. I'm a fan of this thing. Say something nice about Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 Jacob snipers might be the best guns in the whole series to me. Borderlands 4 Jacob snipers are the best feeling weapons they've had. And it's on controller, at least. I don't know about the mouse and keyboard, but on controller, the aim assist plus slightly enlarged headshot hitbox is so good. Those Borderlands 4 Jacob snipers are amazing on an Xbox controller. Where's the button? There it is. Where's the thing I'm looking at? I can't believe we got one key from that stupid vault card. What a ripoff. Now say something nice about Lilith. She has good skills in Borderlands 1. Is there no end to my power? Should Borderlands have PvP? I mean, it does. Until, I think 4 doesn't have duels, actually, but... who cares? Because wouldn't that just be Destiny? Doesn't Destiny just, like... I don't know how Destiny works, but doesn't Destiny just, like, take your loadout you got and just, like, balance it versus everybody else's stuff? So it just becomes a multiplayer shooter with, like, 10 million different guns? I feel like if they put a focus on that, it would just take away from the part of the game people actually want to play, so probably not. There'd be no point. Because you'd also have to get rid of, like, all the player skills. Because the player skills would be too good. There'd be no point of attempting to make a robust Borderlands PvP. Unless they make the Borderlands 76, the Borderlands MMO experience. Maybe then they could have that. What kept Destiny going for years? Was it, like, the PvP was good, or was the PvE good? What was the part of that game that was, like, the good part? Was it both good? Until it randomly decided to not be anymore? The raids were good? But how many times can you do a raid, though? How many times can you do a raid before you don't want to do it ever again? Here I am, farming Borderlands vault cards, asking that question. I guess the answer is infinite times if the cost is sufficiently sunk. The raids were not good. I'm getting conflicting reports. I think it's just like the core gunplay, right? Isn't like the core shooting stuff in Destiny is good? Like it just feels good to play. And that's what carries it. Because even if the content is like so-so, it's still fun to like shoot the Covenant. Or whatever the heck they call the Covenant in that game. What's the Covenant called in that game? I used to know. One of my friends who plays WoW suffers from sunk cost syndrome. WoW's a big one. People have been playing WoW for years, and they can't stop. Can't stop, addicted to the Warcraft. I'll never play WoW. I'll never play WoW, and I've said this before. I'll never play WoW, not because I think WoW is bad, but because I think WoW is probably too good. Because people that start playing WoW that I've known, they play it for like months straight, and you can't like contact them. Then they emerge in a stupor after several months going, what the heck? I just played WoW for like 10 hours a day, every day for 5 months. What happened? I'm like, yeah. That would probably happen to me, so I won't do it. It consumes time, yeah. Big a consumer of time. Why are you hiding? You can't win, bandit. I'm a Siren Warrior from Partali. I would be like, wow. Do I have auto sell on? I do, nice. Let's clean this junk up. Get this junk out of here. How do we feel about the licensed part system in Borderlands 4? I think it's good. I like it. However, I have heard rumblings and had some discussions of people who are annoyed by it because they're trying to get a god roll and they can't because there's too many variables. I think it's a system that I like. I don't know if it's good, but I do like it because I'm a casual guy. I want to like start a new character and play from level 1 to 50 and then be done. For that kind of a use case, I think it does add a good amount of variety. But if you're trying to like grind the end game and you want to like get specific parts for specific builds and test crap all day with the end game, I can see how it would annoy you, but I think it is a net negative. I mean, not a net negative, no. I think it is a net positive because most people who play that game will buy it and then play it one time from like level 1 to 30, then never touch it again. And for them, it improves the experience. It'd be better if the attachments were separate. Yeah, but I mean, people have been saying since Borderlands 1, I should be able to take the pieces off and make my own gun, but at that point, it's a different game. At that point, you're not even playing... I mean, you're still playing a looter shooter, but you're like farming for parts, not the gun. It would make it more granular than I think it needs to be. It would make it more granular than perhaps the average gamer would want to have it, you know? I don't think the average gamer wants to, like, take apart a Borderlands 3 gun into, like, 20 different parts and be like, oh, which one will give me 0.3 more damage? But I say that, but you can strip firmware from its parts. I don't know why they let you do that. I guess I do know why they let you do that, because then people would complain about, like, oh man, it's so hard to get the firmware with the... I want to get this shield with this firmware, but the grind's impossible. So they said, okay, in order to alleviate that problem, we can strip firmware now. But for licensed parts, they didn't do that. Like, I would have expected there to be a machine that lets you swap licensed parts, but I know why they didn't. It's because the licensed part pool is actually more restricted than you think. Or maybe you don't think, maybe you realized. But like Maliwan can't spawn on kinetic. There's like a lot of like invisible restrictions it doesn't tell you. It's not like every manufacturer can spawn on every gun. Wow. At least like half of the combos are incapable of spawning. So if they let you strip parts off one gun and put it on a different one, it wouldn't work. Because like half of those combinations just don't exist and aren't allowed. So that's why they don't let you do that. But they could have designed it in a way where you could. Like they designed firmware in a way you can. So they could have let you, but they just didn't. And again, personally, as someone who's not an endgame grinder, I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all, and I think it's fun to get weird guns. But if you want to get the perfect build, I can see how it's annoying. And a significant portion of the Borderlands player base, that is like the people who are playing Borderlands 4 every day for the next 5 years, that is what they're doing. They are trying to farm for the god roll. So for them, for like the extremely core, hardcore fans, it's kind of an annoying system. But it ain't me. It doesn't affect me. I like it. So I don't care. I'm talking about the grenade launchers and stuff, not related to the license parts. Well, that too. The different underbarrels are also manufacturer locked. Which again, there's so many of them, you might not even notice. There's like 60. There's like 60 different underbarrel weapons in that game. So there's enough variety, you might not have even realized that like every manufacturer has like 10 that can spawn and the rest can't. And if they added a system where it could like, oh, I'm going to take off the underbarrel and put it on this gun, they could do that and it would be fun. But I feel like at some point you got to like just lock down how deep it's going to get. Although, like that would maybe be too much granularity for the average gamer, but also the Borderlands 4 stat cards like obfuscate a bunch of information. Like there's a mod on Nexus mods you can get that makes it so the stat cards tell you everything that the gun does. Like some of the stuff the gun does, it doesn't tell you, which has always kind of been the case for legendaries, but now it's even worse. They could put a toggle in there that like just tells you the like, do you want the advanced stats for your gun or not? And then probably 95% of people that played would say, yeah, I kind of do. If they were aware that existed, they would turn it on, but they probably wouldn't be. Like Gearbox could put like a advanced statistics for guns toggle that makes the weapon card show the whole thing, but then just like hide it in a menu and don't point it out, and then most players wouldn't know it existed and thus not use it. But it would be nice to have as a toggle. Because why would you obscure that? What is the point? Oh boy, the Maggie. I want to make a joke about an old lady who gets into too much into the details, so I can use the word granular. Granular. They could do a system where you combine multiples of the same gun and it creates a higher level version. Yeah, but you're like never going to get the same. I guess you're going to get the same like legendary, but like all the individual parts that roll on it are going to be different probably every time. Isn't that what the grinder in pre-sequel does? Isn't the pre-sequel grinder like you put two guns in it and then it gives you a better version of one of them? Isn't that how that works? I forgot how that works. I think it's along that line though, right? If you put like 2 Deepas and a Lyuda in there, it'll like use the Lyuda to like power Deepa up, I think. I don't really remember. And I don't play any other like looters. I don't play Diablo, I don't play Division, so I don't know what other games are doing in this space, which is a bit of a weakness. When it comes to trying to like analyze what's going on in Borderlands, not knowing what the competition is doing does not help. But I'm not gonna play those. I'm not gonna play those. I like Borderlands because it has the looting shooting, which is a good like feedback loop. But also it's single player and it's not some kind of live service crap. I don't want to play no kind of live service junk. Get it out of here. What's going on over there? So many bandits. You like cover-based shooting, play Division 2? No, that's the thing. Like, I like the gameplay of Division 2, I'm sure is fun, but I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play that game. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be absurd. I'll only play a Splinter Cell live service. I forget you hate fun too, though. But like the Division, isn't that like a live service crap though? It has like a campaign, but then don't you like run the... I don't want to go to the Dark Zone. That sounds terrible. Isn't the Dark Zone a big thing for Division? Like one of the OG like AAA extraction shooter attempts. Is that even in Division 2? Diablo is not currently a game to base design on either. Well, I mean, like, go play an old one then. Like, don't play the new Diablo. Maybe the new Diablo is bad. But, like, I'm sure that Diablo 1, 2, and maybe 3 at this point, who knows? I'm sure Diablo 1 and 2 are still good. And have methods of doing it you can steal for your own game. Never played them, though. They added Pandora tomorrow to Steam after 19 years. Yeah, I saw that. Why? Did you see some random company put the Scarface PS2 game on Epic? Then they had to take it down like a day later because it turns out they don't have the rights to it? Like, what were they expecting? What did they think was going to happen? They didn't like own the rights to publish it, but they just put it up there. Division 2 problem is all the bosses are human. And you can't have cool enemies because they're restricted to milsim tech. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like the enemies you fight have to be like a guy or like a kind of cool robot, but like not that cool of a robot because it's still like grounded. So the enemy variety is not like there. You could add like the zombies. Does it have the zombies? Does it have the mutants? Does it have those things? They could be in there, I guess, but let's not. Let's not have them in there. Let's just not, you know? We don't got to do all that. That seems like a lot of work. Hi, ghosts. Oh, I forgot to buy ammo. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. So that whole slaughter shaft wasn't even half the green bar? Dang. I'm trying to avoid a scrap trap future, but it might happen. I always underestimate how long I'm going to stream this crap for. This crap meaning vault cards. I thought I'd be done by now. You think I'd be able to estimate the time better, but I'm like, oh, but like an hour and 50 minutes in, I'm done, right? I finished the vault cards off. Nope. I might be basing that off of like scrap trap farming time. If I was just farming scrap traps for 2 hours, I might have been done by now. But I've been trying to talk about the Borderlands franchise. Writ large. Hey, there you go. Writ large. Writ large and in charge. My mind has not been focused on optimal XP grinding. I don't have a podcast going in the background. I am the podcast. Usually during a mindless grind, you turn on YouTube second monitor, and that gets you through it. But I am the second monitor. I'm the guy talking. What's up, Stallbangle? What's wild is how well the visuals in Division 1 hold up. Yeah, it looked good when it came out. I almost played Division 1 because I was like, it could be kind of cool, but then I didn't. So there you go. What a story. Wow. What a yarn I weaved there. I almost got that game, but then I didn't get that game. Wow, I know, right? Wow. What a narrative, what a thrill, what an arc. Rival Shakespeare. How many rounds would it take before there's more gun icons and enemies? Probably a lot. Probably a really long time. Did I win? Who still draws breath? Scattershot Tink, be gone. Yeah, the, what's that game called? Breakpoint or Wildlands? Breakpoint is a new one, right? That new Ghost Recon? Like, they patched it to Oblivion, and now it's a looter shooter. Like, when it came out, it wasn't one, and now it is. Good old Ubisoft. Das Rotals, thank you for subscribing. Have you played Lost Planet 1, 2, 3? I played a little bit of 2 one time. But basically, no. Basically, the answer is no. And if I'm not mistaken, those games are annoying to get running on your computer. Unless you pirate them. So I never really, like, got into them. But I could get them on the old PS3, probably. Get them going. I mean, I would never pirate a game. I would never do that, but... for some games, that is better. Lost Planet 2 co-op is broken on PC. I'd probably play it single player. Is it kind of like a gun Monster Hunter? Is that what it is? I'm like kind of aware of it, but I never like played it. The read I get from it is gun Monster Hunter. Is that true? Although maybe less like grindy. Maybe not as much grind. Third-person shooter. Yeah, I know like the gameplay, but I've seen gameplay. But like, don't you like go into like a planet of snow or whatever, and go, oh man, I hope there's not a giant creature here. Then there's a giant creature in it like that. I sure hope there's no giant sandworm from Dune. Oh no, a giant sandworm from Dune. I found working the Punisher for PC. Nice. That's an old one with good kill animations. It suffers a lot from every time there's dialogue, I want to die syndrome. You know, that can be a fun syndrome. Not in Borderlands, but, you know. Maybe in another game with a different writer. The worst dialogue in history. Could be good. Lost Planet 1 is a human mech game. Okay. I was like, the only one I really saw a huge amount of marketing for was 3. And that one definitely, from the marketing at least, was like, you can fight a giant monster. Whoa. Whoa, look how big that guy is. Monster Hunter mixed with Dead Space. That sounds pretty good. I probably would like them. Gotta play Found Planet. Gotta play Lovely Planet. That's a good game. I like Lovely Planet. Three was Dodo? Or Doo-Doo, do you mean? Is it like a Dead Space arc where like 1 is like, okay, pretty good. 2 is like, oh man, better. Then 3 is like a disaster. Is that how Lost Planet 1, 2, 3 goes? 3 is the worst because it was developed by a Western dev, previous to Japanese. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds great, actually. See, you shouldn't have led with the game. It's a really good game. You might like it. You should have led with, there were 2 highly acclaimed Japanese developed games, and the third was made by a Western dev, and it sucks. That's like, oh, man. That's right up my alley. That sounds awesome now. Gotta play Lost Planet. Now I'm excited. Alright, that was half of a green bar. I've seen worse XP farms. Wait, I don't have a thing on. I could have had an XP token on this whole time. I could have had Mountain Dew double XP on. Whoops. Maybe that's why it's taken so long. I gotta go buy my Mountain Dew double XP. Yeah, all you have to do is say a game is trash and I'll play. Like, this game sucks, dude. Oh, it sucks? Hang on, you said that game's not very good? I was a little bit disappointed because I had a used game store open near me recently that was, like, within driving distance, and I was like, ooh, they gotta have some good stuff there. And all they had was good games, dude. I went over there and I was like, let's see the PS3, Xbox 360 selection. Call of Duty, Madden, FIFA, Call of Duty. I'm like, well, dude, where's the junk? They had no weird junk in the whole store. It was lame. They didn't have a single copy of Haze for PS3. What are you doing? How can you even live with yourself? How can you sleep at night without stocking Haze for PS3? Madden is the junk? No, I mean like obscure junk, not mainstream junk. Like, Call of Duty and Madden count as mainstream junk, obviously. Alright, I got XP now. Let's go do something with this boon. Let's go do the Maliwan takedown, why not? Again, very inefficient for XP. But I'm trying to put off just sitting there killing Claptrap for an hour. I would think they would sell trash games more than the good ones. I feel like the trash ones probably all sold out. I think that's what it is. Because, like, if you go in there, like, the PS3 section, like, it has, like, 5 copies of Black Ops PS3, and, like, all the Battlefields. Like, oh, we got Battlefield 4 for PS4. Got, like, 30 of those. I think all the good weird stuff probably already got bought. Because they have an online store as well. So probably if they had good trash at a good price, it just got bought. And now all the mainstream junk nobody wants is left. It would be funny to walk in and be like, give me all your copies of Madden 2018. I really want some Madden 2018s right now. I could go for about 30 copies of those. No Dolman either. They had no Dolmans. It was a sad state. Yeah, but see, they really should have had this in Borderlands 4, like one of these. They should have had one takedown ready to go when the game launched. I don't care about the end game, as I've said, like whatever. But I know that they could have had more. They could have had Proving Grounds and a takedown and an invincible boss ready to go. And maybe that stuff was ready and they held it back as part of like the live service roadmap. Like, this month is this character, and this month is the invincible boss, and this month is this. But I feel like most of the resources for 4 were put into the open world, and not even because it's like so big and amazing, but because that studio hasn't made one of those before. Like, they haven't made a giant Ubisoft sandbox yet, even though most other devs have at this point. So it was like a big suck on their time to like figure out how to make one of those, maybe. And maybe they didn't have enough time to like put all the content in the game because it took so long to make Kairos. That's my theory, but I have no evidence. You can tell a true connoisseur by how they intentionally seek out the worst garbage. I mean, I would like to think that's true because I do seek out the worst garbage, but I'm not gonna. It might not be universally true. I'm a connoisseur of the genre of garbage. How about that? Like, not the genre of gaming at large. Not writ large, at large. Gotcha. But, like, the genre of trash games that suck, I am a fan of that. Like, in the genre of games that suck, give me your worst games that suck. Give me those. They didn't figure out how to make an open world game either. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not even a good one. It's not even a very good open world map that they ended up with. So I feel like they were really struggling to put that together. Then they did, and it turned out not that good. And by that time, they spent all the time making that, and they're like, oh, well, I guess we're shipping this. Put Defiant Calder in there. Just put in some Defiant Calder. He's a hilarious character. He says Wellspring. How about Drake of the 99 Dragons? Like a game? Like a DS game of that? Is there one of those? There probably is. Yeah, I was a little upset because we went to the grand opening of this said used game store, and on their website, they had a copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch Potion Commotion for the Game Boy Advance. And I was like, I'm getting that. I'm definitely buying that. And we went, and they didn't have it. And I was like, it's on your website. Do you have it? They're like, oh, no, we don't have that. We don't have it. It's on your eBay shop. I wanted to buy Sabrina the Teenage Witch Potion Commotion for the Nintendo Game Boy. I got scammed, man. It's a hot commodity, I know. Somebody else, unironically, must have bought their copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch Potion Commotion before I got there. That's the kind of game I want to buy. Give me like an entire case full of Game Boy Advance carts. That's one of the worst stories I've ever heard, thanks. I'm batting 1,000 tonight in terms of storytelling. Your devotion to Potion Commotion is worthy of notion. It's not worthy of securing a copy of Potion Commotion, apparently. Yeah, I have enough to go to the Halloween thing again, okay? After we kill Wotan the Invincible. And I do have a theory on Wotan the Invincible that you'll hear. This is a crazy crackpot theory that's not true, but I do have a bone to pick with that guy once I get to him. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Don't close that browser tab. Easy there, Matt Pat. Oh, it's a good theory. It's the kind of theory that will make you say, man, another bad story. That's 3 terrible stories today. Speaking of Matt Pat, though, I found a cool subreddit. That's the lamest sentence, but I found a cool subreddit called the Matt Pat Effect, where they find the source file of famous meme images. It's kind of interesting, because it's based off the JPEG of Matt Pat that he would always use. Like, the original source image for that looks fake because you... Like, the gimmick is, when you see the original source of the image, the original source looks fake because you're so used to the, like, meme context. That's the premise for it. It was pretty good to browse the top post of all time there for, like, 10 minutes. It was alright. This Chiquinal just suckwa on Ick3. I believe you're saying this channel sucks on ice, right? Sick subreddit you found, bro. Yeah, man. Let me tell you guys about a crazy subreddit. I gotta make an AI channel that reads Reddit drama. Those exist. Those are a thing. That's where the real money is. Hello, Maliwan Dropship. The sound designer for Borderlands 3 posted a breakdown of how he designed the audio for the Maliwan Dropship. Well, not the sound designer, one of the sound designers. But you can watch that video on YouTube. Yeah, Minecraft parkour video. Reddit drama being read. Some guy pointing up to it in the bottom third. That's good content. That's that delicious content that we crave. I keep getting on YouTube, like, vertical live streams. There's a guy called, like, the Ice Cream Man. And he wears a toilet bowl covered in poop, and he just, like, makes sounds all day. It's pretty good content. I'm a fan of him. I do feel this happens all the time to me. Like, somebody, I think, you're probably here in chat right now. Somebody in my Discord posted, like, the Ice Cream Man. Like, I just got this crazy guy on YouTube Shorts. Who is that guy? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've been getting him for months, dude. I do get, like, all the weird YouTube Shorts live streams that, like, go semi-viral because they're just, like, bizarre junk. I do see those before most people do. I am the test audience for the worst content YouTube has to offer. And I see it, and I'm like, ooh, more of that, please. Don't mind if I do. Send me your garbage. Garbage hipster, yes. And if you want to know a YouTube series that I do enjoy, check out the channel Kevin Aust, but it's spelled KVNAUST. He goes on YouTube. I should ask him to, like, be in an episode with him. He goes on YouTube. He has a bingo card for, like, weird YouTube crap. And he just searches for videos with no views from, like, 16 years ago and watches them and uses the contents of said videos to fill out a bingo card. Great. That's literally the best concept ever made for a video. It's so good. Like, he goes on YouTube, searches image_0002, and then clicks on videos from 16 years ago with no views and just watches them. Excellent. Possibly the best content genre ever. It's so good. All right, here's my bone to pick with Wotan. Ready? Ready for this? My amazing game theory. Let me crank the music so you can hear it. My theory for Wotan, if you listen to it, it's not the same notes, but it does sound kind of similar to my Borderlands highlights music, the da da da, aka the outro music now. It kind of sounds similar. Listen to this. Maybe phase 2 has to happen. Let it kick in. Here it is, listen. It sounds just like it, dude. Listen. It's like a perfect match. But then it goes away. It does it twice and comes back later. But yeah. The Wotan the Invincible music sounds like my Borderlands stream highlight song. Is that a coincidence? Yes. But it is funny. It's amusing to me. You sound like the teacher from The Incredibles. Look, he moved right there. He moved. In that frame. Oh no. I've been downed. Did I win? I win. Having the music kind of loud was nice. Come here, brain. I killed Wotan's mind. Okay, we're almost there to the next vault card chest. Let's spend some of these keys. How many keys do I truly need mathematically? I have 4. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's bite the bullet and buy the shirt. Now I need 1, 4. I need 5. That's still a lot. I don't know. On average, that's still 3 chests worth. And I've already been streaming for 2 hours. That qualifies as a bone to pick? Yeah, it's a bone to pick. That's a bone to pick with Wotan the Invincible. Is that he stole my song. He stole my music. I can't prove it, but he did. Let's leave the music on high as I go to heck. Oh, you can't go to heck unless you go talk to the stupid dinosaur first. Whoops. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Why are you playing video games? You should be doing that. Well, see, that's why I said I should be a guest on his content, because it's a great concept. Like, going into old YouTube videos is a great concept, but I do feel kind of bad about, like, putting them on blast. Like, obviously here on the stream, I look up weird YouTube junk and we all watch it and go, this is weird junk, but there's like nobody watching the stream. It's like 50 people watching the stream. There's a difference between that and then like making a YouTube video saying, look at this weird video, and going to somebody's weird video that they uploaded 15 years ago and definitely never intended anybody to see, and just like putting it out for my audience of 300,000 subscribers. Not like anybody would like watch that, but you know what I mean? I feel like there's a little bit of a, not even moral hazard, but it just feels kind of weird to like look up people's private video uploads that they might not even know uploaded and be like, whoa, what's he doing in this? Some kind of party? Whoa. But obviously I'm not against the concept, because again, that guy's videos are awesome and it's a great idea. It's basically just best of the worst, but for YouTube junk. But for like a best of the worst VHS, like that was like intentionally like made into a product and released by somebody, like somebody filmed that. A lot of weird YouTube uploads that have no views. Like, I'm not even sure they knew they hit upload on that. But also, it's if you do it from like at least 10 years ago, I feel like the statute of limitations kind of absolves you there. It's like, look, it's so old, who cares? It's so old, nobody cares. If I wasn't a gaming channel, though, I probably would do that style of video. It's a great concept. Maybe there are more people doing that exact concept, but I haven't seen anybody until KVNAUST is the name of the channel. That's the first permutation of that concept I've seen, and it is an excellent idea. Does your vampiric love of cringe translate to real life? Are you the friend who drags your friends to the weirdest stuff you can find IRL? I try, but I don't have enough leverage, because I'm the only one. But yes. Like, we were in a town recently. We were driving through a small town that we would normally go to. Like, maybe the only time in my life that me and several of my friends were in this town. And I was like, dude, they got the antique market. Let's go to the antique market. And they were all like, no, we're not going to the antique market in this random town that, like, population 200. Oh, come on, man. The antique market will rule, but we drove past it. It was very sad. On a separate occasion, though, I did convince people to go to a video store. Again, in like a small town where nobody was living. There was like a Blockbuster, but it wasn't a Blockbuster. But I said, we gotta check out the video rental store, and we did. And it was weird too, because like, it was like set up like a Blockbuster. But then, like, it's for rentals, obviously. But like, I wanted to buy a Band of Brothers box set. Like, he had Band of Brothers Blu-ray box set. And I was like, how much for this? And he said, oh, it's not for sale. It's rental only. Like, most of the stuff in the store was rental only, and like, I get that because it's a video rental store, but who's surely buying the Band of Brothers box set will make infinitely more money than renting it out to like the 3 people who live in that town, right? Like, no offense to the small town, but surely it's a higher ROI to just like sell a DVD than it is to rent it to nobody, right? Like, there's no way. We were all very confused by that. Because, like, we all walked in there being like, I want to go buy a movie. And he was like, oh, yeah. And the thing was, some of them could be bought. It wasn't even like we tried to buy stuff at a rental store. There was some stuff that could be bought with real money, but they weren't, like, labeled. The way he knew if it was rental or purchase was that he just knew, like, in his head. Because it was a small shop that he ran. I did buy one thing, though. I bought a copy of Borderlands 2 because he had one shelf with games on it. And unfortunately, it was like Madden and stuff. But there was a Borderlands 2 for PS3, so I bought that. Gotta have that. Oh, and there was also a box of floppy disks. There was this box of floppy disks that was completely coated in dust. Like, it was caked in dust. But it had a price tag on it for like $4. And one of my friends who's like, wasn't even alive when floppy disks, like, I don't even think he knew what a floppy disk was, to be honest. I think he's the kind of person that calls floppy disk the save icon. He thought it would be very funny to buy that, so he did. And the old guy who ran the store was like, why are you buying a box of floppy disks? And he was like, I gotta have them. And of course, the store owner was happy to have them gone because, again, they were literally like covered in dust. Like, why was he selling a single box of floppy disks? Why did that have shelf space? But yeah, we bought some save icons too. See, that's the kind of fun stuff that happens. When you go to the weird store that nobody's ever gone to ever in their whole life. When you go to like the weird carnival store run by the devil, you get funny stories like that. You get good stuff. But nobody, everybody wants to go to Walmart. Nobody wants to go look at weird junk in real life. Did he copy those floppies? I'm not sure. I know they were opened. We did open them. Not sure if copies were made, though. Like the floppy disks, or the more modern floppy disks, the package said for use, it was like great for your Windows 95 machine, was printed on the packaging. So like that kind, that era. All right, Captain Haunt, I'm back. Did you miss me? Is there a way for a Prime sub to auto-subscribe? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Be sure to set your Oboe Shoes Games Twitch subscription to auto-renew so that when you download this video sponsor, Rocket Money, they can be like, why are you paying $5.99 to Twitch Inc. every month? You'll be like, oh yeah, I am doing that, aren't I? Whoops. That's a very funny sponsor to me, Rocket Money. Like, hey, can we have all your transaction and financial and banking data, and in return, we'll tell you if you're paying for Netflix? Like, that is not a good value proposition. Like, hey, can we have all your financial information, and in return, we'll be like, hey, maybe don't order pizzas that much. To me, that's not a helpful tool, but I guess if you can't parse a bank statement, I guess if that's a skill you never learned, I guess maybe it's useful. Maybe it does more than just that, but yeah, that's a very funny one to me. Captain Haunt, you will die. Yay. I got him. Great, kid, don't get cocky. What else can we do for big XP that's not Claptrap Land? They're getting in on the ground floor before banks charge you a fee to know what you spent money on. I feel like governments couldn't possibly allow that, right? They couldn't possibly make like the banking app subscription based. There's no way they could hide like seeing your bank statement behind the payment. I mean, they could. I guess they could, but then consumers would just go to a bank that doesn't do that. And also, they would probably be killed by legislation. They'd have to collude so that literally every bank did it together. I mean, it's not impossible. It could happen. Cyberpunk theme song. All right, Maurice. This is an endlessly repeatable mission. Why is there so much dialogue when he turned it in? I just want to get it and go. I just want to get it and go. All right, what can we do? What can we do? Think. What's fun stuff to do in this game? Let's go to Eden 6. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. What's a great Eden 6 map? They're all so fun. They're all so good, how can I choose? Let's go to Enoch's Grove. It's like a loop, never mind. Let's not go to Enoch's Grove. Let's go to Jacob's Estate. Yeah, Jacob's Estate. I thought people hated 3. Why are they liking 3 more than 4 now? They're not. The answer is they're not. I mean, people are always going to look back at the old game and be like, it was so much better than the new game, that sucks. And in the case of Borderlands 3 versus 2, that was true. But I don't think people are generally looking back at 3 and being like, man, Borderlands 4 sucks compared to this. I think it's more like Borderlands 4 has different problems compared to this. They're both plague-ridden husks of a game. Look, it's him. It's that guy. I'll give you one sentence to convince me to spend the Prime sub. I don't. Just don't. I don't care. There was your one sentence. See, I like this song. Eden 6 sucks, but it does have good combat music. This song is jamming. Does having the game, like, sound cranked up mess up the podcast nature of this? Because I kind of like having the music up that I can hear it. I mean, I can hear it no matter what, but maybe you can't hear it if the audio is low. Whoever did the music for Borderlands 3 did cook, and then Borderlands 4 did not. Borderlands 3 is familiar, thus comforting. I mean, see, for me, not really. For other people, yes, maybe. But I feel like you're trying to be like, oh, you like Borderlands 3 because it's familiar to you, and 4 is new, so you retreated back into the thing you know for comfort. For me, it's not really the case. I'm not in love with this game. That's why I played it for like 1 trillion hours doing the stupid crap, garbage, stupid daily challenges, stupid. I can't wait till they put dailies in Borderlands 4, then I'll have to do those. I'll have no choice but to do dailies. Like, I didn't even know this game had dailies, I must emphasize. I turned this game back on to record footage for my Borderlands 3 very accurate story recap video. And that's the first time I discovered that it even had dailies in it. And I was like, ooh, dailies. And I started doing them. 'Twas the dailies that got me. And I was in Mopioid's chat and I said that, and he was like, "You what? You like the vault card system? That's like, out of all the things to latch onto, that's the part you like about it?" I'm like, yeah, dude. Daily content. Daily grinding. But I'm almost free. I'm almost done. Only a few more chests are required. All right, that was Jacob's Estate. Actually, we can go into the actual mansion. Actually. Let's wait for the elevator. Remember that? The Ripper theme. Yeah, I used to play that. What was that even called? Animation Throwdown, yeah. At the end of every stream, I used to play the Family Guy card game and do my dailies in the Family Guy card game. So, you know, dailies are a part of my DNA. They're a part of every gamer's DNA, honestly. It's nice to have something to log on. Pour your coffee, wake up in the morning, do your dailies in whatever game you choose. It's just that I typically make exceedingly poor choices, such as Borderlands 3 dailies and the Peter Griffin card game dailies. Those are not good dailies. Battlefield 6 has dailies? Yeah, it does. You know it, baby. Tannis, go away. Get your JPEG off my screen. I find your mere presence to be insulting, implying you have something interesting to say, when we both know 'tis false. I can't even see where they are. This map sucks. Let's go to the anvil. At least in the anvil, you can see the enemies. They're not above you. They're not as above, so below. Is 3 better than 4? They're both mid. I think 4 will be better once it's done, but it won't be done for like 2 years. So currently they're both kind of in a mid off of what's more mid. They gotta finish 4, which will take a long time. What's your favorite game soundtrack? That's too hard. It's too hard to narrow it down to individual game, I think. Because, like, some games, like, I like 1 or 2 songs from. Maybe Ace Combat 4. There's no bad songs, except Tango Line in Ace Combat 4. But yeah, a lot of games have, like, 1 or 2 bangers, and when you think of that game's song, you think of that only. Ace Combat has good music, though, throughout. Might be my favorite, like, musical franchise. If we're doing franchise, then it's Ace Combat. Individual game, though? I don't know, like... I don't know, man. The Wii Shop channel. Mario Sunshine's pretty good. They got Noki Bay in there. Buddy Holly from Look North World's, yeah. From the hit Fortnite Look North World map, Buddy Holly by Weezer. That counts. Super Metroid. Haven't played it, but is that the one that has... Is that the one that has the Metroid theme in it? Watching your Ace Combat videos, maybe try them out. Nice. They're pretty good. Hey, want to see something that will infuriate you? Who wants to be put into a blind rage of fury? Who's excited? Who's ready to have their evening ruined? Whoa, a cool boss chamber. What will the boss be? Whoa, it's Mother of Grogons. Look, it's Khaleesi reference. Remember Game of Thrones? Khaleesi Game of Thrones. Dracarys. 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 Remember that? Is House of the Dragon anything? I didn't watch any of that. Still going, too. And they're making Dunkin' Egg. The trailer for Dunkin' Egg was weird. I know the books is a more lighthearted tone, but it just feels weird to see, like, that just happened in the Game of Thrones universe. It's like, what? Like, it could work. It's literally just like a different genre. It's like a nice... I mean, it's still like, you know, Game of Thrones, I'm sure. But the tone is like way more lighthearted and fun. It's just weird to see that in the Game of Thrones aesthetic. Like, I'm sure after you watch like 1 or 2 episodes of the show, you don't even notice. We're waiting to be enraged? Oh, it was the Khaleesi. It was the reference to Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. I'd never seen Game of Thrones? Well, it didn't work on you then. You're supposed to be enraged by the mention of Mother of Dragons. I know I am. Can't you hear the passion in my voice? Titanfall soundtrack? I don't even think I could hum you a single song off Titanfall soundtrack. That nerve ending's been burnt off, yeah. If this was a few years ago, that would have hit more. But now that Game of Thrones is like a multimedia franchise, who cares? They should have just stopped, probably. But they won't. I read the first 5 books. I haven't read a single one of those. I haven't audiobooked or read a single one of those books. I was a show watcher. And being a show watcher was quite perilous because somebody spoiled the Red Wedding for me. Thanks, moron. And he did it on purpose too. He just said, "I can't believe this happens." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, what? I thought you knew. Didn't you read? He said smugly and self-satisfied. I thought you read the books. Didn't you know? Screw you." Yeah, that was terrible. When the shows were still based off the books, it sucked because people just told you what was going to happen. But then, once they stopped being based off the books, it was really bad. Once they became unbook-based and wrote their own stuff, it was really bad. So, maybe they shouldn't have done that. I thought you didn't care about a spoiler? I care. I want to know. I don't want to know what's going to happen in something before I watch it. Okay, also context. It was the night before that episode came out. Like, if it came out on Friday, I don't even remember. If it came out on Friday, it was like Thursday night we were talking, and he told me. But yeah, in general, like, if it's something I'm never going to engage with, ever, like, I don't care about the story spoilers. But, like, if I intend to, like, watch or play something, I kind of don't want to know what's going to happen. Please dump a million spoilers into the chat right now. That'll piss me off. I'll be so mad. I feel like I got no XP doing that. The anvil gave me nothing. Thanks to anvil. I gotta fight this bozo. Immunity phase is called. They want themselves back. Got him. Bazinga. Boredom called. Who wants his health bar back? He gave me a lot of money. Not what I wanted, though. That does not contribute to the completion of my vault card. If only I didn't already beat my daily. I could go to a daily. But instead, let's go waste our lives. Waste my days. That's it. I tried playing fair and square. I tried playing stuff that was actually engaging for my mind. But it's taken too long. And rather than stop, I'll make it worse. Here we go. Welcome to Cube Land. Wally Land. Isn't the MLB World Series on right now? Go watch Shohei Ohtani. I'm gonna shoot Claptrap, but go watch Shohei Ohtani. Here we go. All right, what time is it? Okay. Gotta measure how long it takes to get one vault card key. Or one chest, rather. I'm locked in. I'm locked in, and no media property spoilers can distract me. Don't even try. Listen to the song of Claptrap. I guess this is what evil Claptrap army sounds like. I suppose the song's okay. This is definitely a listen to a podcast type zone, though. This is not a zone where the OST is a focal point. Darth Vader is Luke's dad? What? Huh? Is Darth Vader my father? Nope. Get trolled. Dies. Your mother. She is. What? He's become more machine than man. And also, he's become more woman than man. The crappiest twist. The classic twist of like, oh, you thought the robot voice that talks like a guy was a guy? It was a girl the whole time. That's the twist for Darth Vader. Your mother, Padme Amidala, who was a friend of mine until she died of a broken heart. Snape kills Dumbledore. What? No way. Get the Crime Boss crew back together. I gotta play Crime Boss. I'm waiting for the next content drop. Every month they do a content drop. And that's when I play it. Maybe the October one already happened. I'm not sure. Maybe it was like early in the month. When all you're doing day in, day out is hitting R2 on scrap traps. Time has no meaning. So this is how democracy dies. With thunderous applause. Darth Vader just saying Padme quotes. Are there more? Oh yeah, you're breaking my heart. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. The shield will be down in moments, Lord Vader. You may start your landing. I will not condone a course of action that will bring us to war. Pacifist Vader. These ghosts are ruining this farm. They're making me slow. Making me cumbersome. Annie, I can't. I'm a senator. Great aim. Take that, crappy trappy. Corrosion. Thank you, Hado, for the corrosion. I'm using radiation right now because I'm on a low difficulty, so they die in one hit. But were I playing on a real man's difficulty, corrosion would be the play. Oh, I know what happened. I was going to say my XP gain feels slower than usual. I see what happened. I bought the XP booster token, then I bought the caffeine pills to run faster. The caffeine pills overrid the XP boost. You can have one active at once. Why, Randy? Nobody told me that. Nobody even called that out when I did it. I'm sure legions of YouTube fans noticed, but nobody did live. And thus, that was a huge waste of time. Let's go get the XP booster. We do need that. Hopefully I have enough tokens still to buy one. Otherwise, I get to play Borderlands Science. All right. Borderlands Science. I call this aggressive negotiation. That's pretty good for Darth Vader. You could say something like that. You could say some kind of crap like that. That's the cargo bay. What am I doing? Don't I know where to go in the stupid ship? Is this the 3'd one? It is the 3'd one. Not you, Lilith. Combat XP. Yeah, terrible. Terrible that can be overwritten. Why? The only solution is the game hates me. Gearbox hates their fans. My previous comment was the conversation between Luke and Leia when she said that she was quoting him. Do you remember anything about your mother? A little. Mostly that she was a real quitter. Is that... Are you just like saying Padme was a quitter? I don't think the word quitter is in the script, is it? Of clones? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get that one, sorry. Are you saying Padme's a quitter because she died of a broken heart? I mean, she is. The space robot doctor couldn't even save her. She really wanted to die, dude. They had a whole Polis massive facility. She really wanted to die. I have to die. So Ahsoka can be in my funeral, but wearing like a robe. She'll wear a robe, though, so nobody will know it's her. I was changing the conversation to be funny to reference her giving up living. Okay, that's why I was confused. All right, let's feel the effects of that 25% XP boast token. So far, I've been farming these guys for 8 minutes, and nary a progress has been made, and now they won't spawn. Where is the spawn? Why do they stop spawning? Let's see if we can fix it. I probably should have had the 25% XP boost token on this entire time. That would have, yeah, that would have helped a lot. You read Star Wars novels? Not much. Not any of the good ones. I read some of the junk that came out back during prequel era. Like some of the prequel tie-in crap. Like The Adventures of Young Obi-Wan Kenobi. I had a couple of those. I had a not very good, like, Luke Han and Leia one. I don't even know what it's called. Not any of the good ones is the answer. Oh yeah, now we're getting XP. Look at that green bar fill. These ghosts though, these ghosts are ruining things. And that Halloween map doesn't even have enough guys to be worth it. Not enough XP. Janky Scrap Trap. I wish you were worth 1 million more XP than you are, my friend. My one-wheeled friend. Not even halfway, man. This is brutal. This is definitely the lights and colors portion of the game. This is what old people in a casino feel when they're sitting in front of a slot machine for like 10 hours. This is what goes on in their brain. This is just the minimum required input and then a bunch of bright flashing colors. And just enough of a reward to keep you hooked and coming back. But it's not fun. It's like actively bad for you to do this. Here I am. Still playing Borderlands 3. I'm playing it on my stream. And people are watching me. I read something about Qui-Gon having a former master named Xanatos. He turned out to be a Sith? Nice. That's awesome. Why is like terrible extended universe Star Wars stuff so much cooler than the real stuff? Like the real canon's always so boring compared to the weird crap that happens in the EU. Probably because the EU wasn't like being supervised by anybody, so all the authors just made weird crap happen. And nobody said, no, actually, you can't do that. I've been partially mesmerized this whole time, yeah. Put this on your TV. This is some main screen content. This is great main screen content. If only some guy wasn't talking over it. Look at my accuracy debuff, so sad. All right, we're over halfway there, woo! Halfway to the next chest. I still need at least one more after this, so yikes. Why? Maybe after this one I'll go do a map. I gotta do a map, I can't sit here and do this forever. Unless we're enjoying the bright lights. Are we enjoying the lights and sounds? A true test of online video encoding is happening now. Really straining the infrastructure. Loot, go, stay still. Stop moving around so much. It's pretty terrible, yep. There's no way it looks good. Having the ghost on makes it worse. Usually all this green swirly crap is not there. The ghosts are doing it. I'd rather watch you run a quest chain than do this for 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna go do a map after this. I'll go do something else. But I'm already here, you know. Might as well finish what I started. This is the most inefficient farm of this I've ever done in my life. This is really bad. Why are you on BL3? Because look how fun it is. Can't you tell I'm having so much fun? Does this not seem like engaging gameplay to you? I'll go to Athenas. I like Athenas. Haven't done that one yet. That's a pleasant map to be on. My bad. Great point. Well presented. Thanks. I've been practicing for the debate team. Pretty colors, yay. Take that, Ghost. I wish the Ghosts gave XP. Then they would be beneficial to have on, but I'm pretty sure they do nothing. If they were like an extra enemy that always spawns, that gave you XP, that'd be good. Randy can't even make the enemy drop XP in his own game. SMH Randy. We enjoying the Claptrap Jam? What I should do is get a mod to replace the song that plays in this area with the Borderlands 4 Bandit music, then I'll never come back here again. That would instantly cure me of my need for XP. I'd be like, oh no. Can't do that. Back into the pit once more. How many people have forgotten this mask? How about a different gun? Let's switch it up. That gun's less efficient. Pistol. Here we go. It's a whole new ball game. A different gun is being used. Wow. I died. Maybe the other gun is way better. I swapped to a different gun with the Y button. Now I can do this for 5 more hours without getting bored. Yeah, we can go to Athenas, we can go to Halloween Town again. There's some ways to switch this up. Pyre of the Stars is actually okay. I already did that map one time, but you know, could do it again. For XP. I won. Let's spend some Guardian tokens. How about that? 4 tokens to spend. Gunfire rate. Grenade damage. Ooh, grenade damage. Ooh, gun damage. Gun damage. Vehicle damage. How useless. Extremely useless. Kill the Maliwan guys on Eden 6. Where is Maliwan guys on Eden 6? Where are they at? I thought Eden 6 was a COV planet. Are they in like the Enoch's Grove map? Every time I see the big heads, I'm reminded it's the best game of all time. That's just a Mayhem modifier, but yes, it should be a permanent feature because it does make the game way better. Only a few more runs, maybe like 3 or 4 more of these crappy traps before some variety can grace the screen. Head back down. In the Borderlands 3 like Super Duper Edition trailer, there is a shot of somebody like fighting these guys, so they know. They know these guys are the XP farm. Also, the Ruiner is an XP farm, but I don't like that guy. That guy sucks. I don't want to fight him. I think he is faster, though. But we're enjoying our time. Who needs speed? Who needs speed when you're having this much fun? You know that quote? I wish there was a way to know you were in the good times back when you were in them when they were happening or whatever, right? That's how I'll feel when I'm done the vault card farming. I wish I would have known I was in a giant waste of time while I was doing it. Then maybe I wouldn't have done it. When I look back on my life, I'm gonna be like, wow, I did the vault cards in Borderlands 3. Why did I do that? That was rather foolish. I could have like learned a new language. But you know that now, yeah. I don't need to look back. I don't need the benefit of hindsight to realize this is a huge waste of time. But there's still 3 more really good cosmetics I gotta get though, guys. I have to get the excellent DeLeon's Lash, Scoot and Loot, and Echo from Beyond. Those are 3 must-have cosmetics for any Borderlands 3 aficionado, of which I am not. I'm more of a hater, honestly. I think the good times are happening elsewhere, yeah. The good times are not here. Strong bad, I swallowed a bug. The good times are over. The good times are in Poker Night in the inventory. That's where good times are. More of a hater, he says, as he pours the hours in. Man, I can't stand doing this, but I can't stop. It's like tobacco. Hey, Lovable Poner. Thank you, Lovable Poner, for subscribing. You want to be Punisher still? We could do a Pink Poner Club. You're gonna keep subscribing to the Pink Poner Club. How about that? Nah, we'll stick with Punisher. Punisher's better. I don't think that song's very good, that Pink Pony Club song. I didn't even hear it when it was popular. And then eventually somebody was like, you haven't heard that? How have you not heard that? Why have you not heard it? And like played it for me? And I was like, that sucks. What? Music today is so bad. Music back in the olden days was so much better than this modern stuff. Anybody watching this stream in 2025? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's just a song. Don't worry about it. It was a Flavor of the Month song. That wasn't good. 011, thank you for subscribing. 011. Uncle 011. Aunt Baru 2. Uncle 01, Aunt Bur 2. There you go. If Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were droids, that would be their designation. I like Weezer. I don't keep up with the modern music. I like the first 2 albums of Weezer. That's the only music I've ever listened to in my whole life. Shakespeare makes me happy. I do get a guy on YouTube Shorts as well. I don't remember the name of this guy. I apologize to you, guy. But he plays Hurdle, which is Wordle, but for music. I'm assuming most people have seen Hurdle at this point. But it's a Hurdle, but it's only Weezer music. And every day he does one. And like, dude, he's a maniac. I never win. Like, he'll play like 0.1 seconds of a Weezer song and instantly know which one it is. And it's like their entire discography. It's not like the hits. It's like, oh, it's from the Kitchen Tapes demos. Like, how do you know that from one frame of it? It's crazy. That guy's a true Weez head. Okay, I got my chest. Hang on. This is huge. Oh, I have 2? I have 2. Hang on, I thought I had 1. That's why it was taking so long. I thought I had 1. Ah, all right, not iridium, not iridium, not iridium. Huge, huge. Not iridium. No, iridium, no, 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 not iridium, no. Iridium sucks so bad. We don't want iridium game. We don't want iridium game. That's really sad. No, he's just a big fan of Weezer. He just memorized their entire discography in his brain. Gotta be obsessed with something. All right, Athenas. I'm predicting Athenas to not give me like any XP, to be honest. Again, I thought this would be over an hour and a half ago, and I'm still going. But victory is so close, I can taste it. That's why I left the most mathematically efficient farm. Came to do this instead, which is way worse. Incalculably worse is what this is than killing those claptraps. This is the equivalent of coming up for air, you know? We're in that scrap trap hole so long, you lose sight of what the game can truly be. The colors are different. Yeah, it does look different. I can also go back to Halloween Land. That'll be a waste of time. That'll be a good waste of time. I should turn on the cartel one, because Joey Ultraviolet's Mansion actually has a good amount of foes in it. That could be better as a seasonal event. But I wanted the Halloween one on for 'tis the reason for the season, you know? Wanted it to be thematic. Waste of time compared to this. Wait, you mean running through Athenas and one-shotting every Maliwan guy for virtually no reward is not as fun as this claptrap farming? This is more fun than claptrap farming. But it's probably equally a waste of my life, if we're going to be honest. Now that you point that out. Yeah, we got virtually no XP from doing that. We should probably just leave. Should probably just leave and go to a map I know is worth doing. Let's go do some of the proving grounds. Let's run through every proving ground. How about that? That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Well, every proving ground I have unlocked. There might be one I didn't find yet. But I think I have them all. Prove me wrong. Demolition Tink, Aggro Tink. I don't give a hoot about Aggro Tink. I farm my vault cards with the daily quests. I like playing games that aren't the best. How did I die? How did I die to no enemies? How did bro fold under no pressure? How could this happen? I wonder if these function off there's like a limited amount of guys that can be spawned and like the ghosts are affecting that because there's like no one here. This is supposed to be like a challenge dungeon. Nobody's here. Why is no one here? Okay, pretty good XP gain. Again, we got nothing. Literally nothing from that. I don't know. It's looking like those bright flashing claptrap lights might be calling my name yet again. You do get some XP for beating this though, but not a huge chunk. Not a significant portion. Go away, ghosts. Okay, I'm gonna go do Halloween Land one more time after this and turn Halloween event off. It's very annoying. Actually, I should have the cartels one on, because the cartels one does spawn more guys, which I do need. Claptrap farming plus cartels could go kind of crazy for XP. This isn't activating my neurons. This is a pretty lame one. This is not the most exciting dungeon. Not their best work. I've seen better in Borderlands 1. I should have started with not this one before I committed to doing all of them, which I now will uncommit from immediately. No follow through. I'm a man of my word. Go away, Ghost. Where's the music? Why is there no song for this? Why is there no combat loot playing? And it's also messing me up because these stupid ghosts are on the minimap. You win this by killing all the mobs, but the ghosts don't count. So the ghosts are throwing me off by their mere existence. Wow, great Halloween event, guys. Still better than 4. All right, the boss, ready? Who's the boss? The Tink of Cunning. Sure. He came back. How'd he do it? Yay. How much XP do I get for winning? Oh, like nothing. Like 300. Oh. The equivalent of like 2 claptraps for winning the entire thing. All right, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to go to Halloween Land, go finish Halloween Land, then turn Halloween Land off, turn Revenge of the Cartels on. Endless fun. Thank God, Sanctuary 3 music. You calm me down. You soothe the nerves. All right, Halloween Land. Let's go do it. Why do you talk? Just open the portal. Don't give your characters dialogue. Dear developers, don't give your characters speaking roles. Simply avoid having that. Methinks. I had another game lined up for this stream. I was like, I'll finish the vault cards and I'll go play this. But that's not happening now. Now you'll never know until the very next stream in which I play it. Talk to Maurice. Time to talk to Maurice. To trigger Halloween events. in the middle's part of the ship. The graveyard. That's where there's ghosts. The cartel mansion has some decent tunes too. Who's alive? You're alive. Go away, Rack-O-Lantern. Your name is clever, but you're a flying enemy in a first-person shooter game. Therefore, I hate you. I stand opposed to everything you stand for. The only good flying enemy is Cacodemon, because he's a giant meatball. Cacodemon is a giant red guy who's very easy to see and hit. All these stupid wing-type flying enemies, always flying around. Can't aim at him, can't see him. Is the original Doom the only good FPS? Maybe. It could be. It is funny that Valve changed how CSGO items work. And now you can get gloves and knives for relatively less than they were before, and it crashed the economy. That's funny. Take that, TF2 skin market. A true hive of scum and villainy is the TS2, the CS2 skin market. And now it's toast. Only good FPS is Haze, the Halo killer. That's true. That game does have Carnivore, Real Meat Eater. Okay, new rule. No dialogue in your game unless it's the Haze Carnivore monologue. That is allowed. You can put that in your game, but nothing else. These are my rules. These are my demands for the industry. Yeah, like, I don't want to go do that claptrap thing, but just look. Just look at how much more efficient the claptrap thing is. This essentially got me nothing. All it's getting me is you stupid ghosts going away. Into the mouth of Captain Haunt once more. Hi, Captain Haunt. How's the TF2 economy doing? I know the Counter-Strike economy is evil. How's TF2 doing, though? Do people even, like, trade for TF2 items anymore? Is there still demand for that? Are buds still, like, a currency? Or have we moved on from buds? Last time I cared about TF2, the, like, Apple AirBuds or whatever from Poker Night were, like, the inventory. I mean, were the currency. That's still a thing? Are there new systems? I should buy a CSGO knife. That's a good idea. That's the kind of intrusive thoughts that happen when you play Borderlands 3 for 3 hours straight. I should buy some CSGO cosmetics. I gotta have my guy look cool. Although having my guy look cool is, in theory, the same reason I'm farming the vault cards, even though I already got all the cool cosmetics many weeks ago. And the remaining cosmetics all suck. Everything was priced by keys. Are you still... What are you doing, dude? You're supposed to be deceased. Is that you or the vault card talking? Yeah, really. I should buy some CSGO items. Now, there's a quality title. Yeah, see, I leave to get a reprieve from Claptrap, and what do I get for it? The game spits in my face and says you wasted your time. Could it be time to go back to the Clap Farm? That was our union-sanctioned break from the Clap Farm. This poor man's brand has been overly activated. Yeah, really. I got too activated, man. They gave me a double dose of Borderland. It's unfortunate. I think by inviting me to the Borderland movie, that's what did it. Because if it was just Borderlands 4 by itself, I would have been like, Borderlands 4, okay. But I think when I met Randy, he like injected me with something. I think he gave me like an experimental pathogen that turns off my brain when it comes to rational decisions about his franchise. Not accusing him of, you know, bioterrorism, but I am saying it's the most likely solution. The most likely explanation is bioterrorism. He plugged a USB into my USB port. Certain Australian weapons and unusual hats are still pretty pricey. Well, there's a limited supply that drives up the price. Why is Handsome Jackpot down there now? It wasn't down there before. Why did the order of my planets get shuffled? Don't appreciate that, Randy. He does have sleight of hand, it's true. He could have done it. If the boys at the lab cooked up some kind of Borderlands mind bug that is transferred in person, he could have done it to me. He gave me an experimental dose of real fan, yeah. A premium drug for premium gamers. True fans will chemically alter their brain in order to make them enjoy Borderlands. Might have been airborne, yeah, but then everybody in the theater would have it. I don't think everybody in the theater got it. It'd be funny if they did. Ever since I went to the premiere for that terrible movie that sucked, like Elden Ring guy is now, he can't stop playing Borderlands. He discovered his new favorite franchise. The Borderlands movie being like a government experiment would make more sense than it actually existing normally as like a real movie they tried to make. There being some kind of twisted secret would make sense. Maybe it was in the Diet Coke. The so-called free complimentary Diet Coke had nanobots in the Nepenthe. That's how they get you. I will never drink Borderlands branded Diet Coke ever again, but I fear it may already be too late. Also, I did drink Tiny Tina's G Fuel recently. They could definitely have put some Borderlands nanobots in Tiny Tina's G Fuel. Nobody would suspect a thing. He's playing you with shift keys. The shift keys are the numbers Mason for me. Randy's shift keys are my like sleeper cell activation. Shift key for 2 new golden keys. I see it and I'm like, must play Borderlands 3. Must grind vault card. You tried to make me play Borderlands 3. Tried. Who is my Reznov in this scenario? Assuming that Borderlands is the numbers Mason. Who is Reznov? Lilith was never there. She died in Borderlands 2. She wasn't in the third one. We are here in the chat. Twitch chat / YouTube viewers being like, he's been playing a lot of Borderlands lately. Somebody commented on a video, I forgot which video recently, but they're like, finally, Obo is free from the Borderlands mines. Man, they're not gonna like this one. They're not gonna be too happy when this pops up in their sub feed. Shout out to that commenter. I would have audio replied if I could, but YouTube did the stupid thing where they announced a cool new feature like audio reply, then say, we're rolling it out to a limited number of creators, aka I don't get it yet. I want the audio reply feature. It's very funny. It will add very much funniness to my comment section. Because Twitch chat already is an audio reply feature. You type a message, I audibly reply. Once YouTube gets that, I don't know. Probably nothing good will happen, but it will be funny. I do happen to know that this nanobot that increases my XP gain lasts for, I think, 2 hours. So if that thing fills in, that's not good. Right now it's at like 1/4, so like 30 minutes maybe. I gotta up my grind. Make a YouTube apology. I'm sorry for playing Borderlands. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I know my fans want to see hit games like Chucksy. Everybody wants to see Anders 3, but it's not out yet. So I have to settle for the next worst game I know, Borderlands 3. The world needs more Chucksies, though. Chucksy was good. Chucksy ruled. I like Chucksy. What's your favorite Diablo mercenary? I don't even know what any of them would be named. Is there like a mage? Is there like a guy that shoots lightning in that game? Like a Palpatine guy? Even the music is dying down. The music in this area is like, guys, you still here? Does this MP3 loop? Do we have a loop on this one? I think so. No one's ever stood down here for this long before. Is he defective? Did Randy put claptraps in his Nepenthe? Could it be? The lights are coming onto the club, yeah. Alright guys, time to pack it up, time to go home. I'm going to go try and spend the dregs of my birthday doing something mildly interesting. Alright, have fun. This was your birthday. Yeah, what'd you do for your birthday? Nothing much. I watched a guy farm Borderlands 3 for 3 hours. Happy birthday. I hope you get a good present under the Christmas tree, which is not birthday related, but seems more likely than birthday gift, given that this is your birthday gift and this is not a very good, not a great gift. Should I bring back 25 days of Borderlands this Christmas? What do we think? It was a hit series like 5 years ago. Who wants it? Who wants 25 Days of Borderlands Part 2, December 2025? I was already scraping the bottom of the barrel back then. Lord knows what I'm doing now. All Radiant quests, yeah. I just do bounties. Why would they make the Vile bounties the best way to level up your guy in Borderlands 4? Why would they do that? The reason they did it is because bosses give you no XP anymore, and bosses give you no XP because they're really easy to farm. So they're like, well, if anybody can just farm the boss can't give you any XP. But players are always going to do the most efficient, see what I'm doing right now? Players will always do the most efficient like grind possible, regardless of whether or not it's fun. And at least farming a boss in Borderlands 4 is way more fun than doing Vile bounties. But they made Vile bounties the most optimal way to get XP. Which, why? Maybe when you're like leveling in the campaign, the boss XP is nerfed. But then maybe, you know, maybe once you beat the campaign, the boss XP returns to normal. Because the way it is now is like, man. They want you to start a new level 30 character and then just do Vile bounties till you're level 50? Like, I don't want to do that. That's bad. And they don't even want you to do that. Like, obviously that sucks. But that is the most optimal route to get there right now, so people are doing it. That is what people are doing, even though that's hell. Because the bad part about like farming a boss for XP in old Borderlands is the save quit and you're in a menu a lot. But they got rid of the menu with the Moxie's Encore machine, so problem solved, right? No, because then to farm the Vile bounties, you're back in the menu all the time, fast traveling. I don't get it. Why'd you do it, Randy? His methods are madness. That's why I go on bot servers in Battlefield 6. Yeah, Battlefield 6 bot servers are mostly just used to grind challenges from what I've seen, which is perfectly reasonable. It's a logical thing to do, unlike this. This is highly illogical. Back to this gun. Back to the Burt gun. Burp. Burp. Could this be the longest stream ever? Let's hope not. I wish I could pay $5 to a website to give me my vault card unlocks. That'd be good. Can I buy some level skips for my vault card, Randy? Please. I withdraw my accusation of bioterrorism. And plus, fighting the Vile bounties sucks, too. Because you gotta shoot their crystals. At least when you're farming a boss, they just die in one hit. The Vile bounties don't even die in one hit. Like decent XP farms ought to. Like, I get why. I get why the bosses give no XP, but they should. Because they don't want a situation where you just got the game, you log on, you go meet Splash Zone, then you kill Splash Zone, then you see there's a machine to respawn them, then you fight them like 20 times and you're level 10 without doing any of the other content. They don't want that to happen, which I get, but I don't care. I don't want to do the other method. Probably one of the DLCs will have a totally unintended wink-wink method of getting XP really fast, like this is. Like, this is leveling up my vault card very slowly, but if you need XP to, like, level up, this is the place to come to. If you're, like, playing this game normally and not like a psychopath. I believe I have some form of psychosis. I think it's kind of psychosis. I'm pretty sure that's Tannis' line in Borderlands 1. I believe I have some kind of psychosis. I believe I have some kind of mitosis. I believe I have some form of mitochondria. Is mitochondria really the powerhouse of the cell? That's like the meme phrase. I didn't learn anything useful in school. All I learned is that the mitochondria is a powerhouse. Ha ha ha. Is it even though? Is that even true? Now they got me doubting known facts. They got me doubting everything. What the claptrap pit does to a man's sanity is not pretty. I forgot to turn on the Revenge of the Cartels as well. Whoops. Took me like 20 minutes to realize. That thing I said I was gonna do, I didn't do it. Well, I'll do it after this vault card chest. Also, they really should not have made the vault cards be giving you iridium. That's so mean. If the vault cards couldn't give you iridium, I would have been done by now. I would have been spared this immense burden, which has been hoisted upon my back by myself. I'm the one who did it. We're all looking for the guy who did this. I believe I have some sort of halitosis. Oh, Tannis. Your breath smells really bad, Tannis. Lilith? I don't have a toothbrush, Lilith. I talk to my toothbrush. I call him Steve because I'm crazy. Hoo-hoo. Lilith? I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Terrible. I feel like platelets do more. Do platelets do more than mitochondria? Them's fighting words. You're in mitochondria country. Better watch what you say. How many Guardian tokens did I get? 1. Gun damage. Yeah, only 10 more. So let's see. I started the stream at 110 Guardian rank. Now I'm at 115 after playing for 3 hours and a half. So I need to play this game for like 7 more hours total at this level of XP game, which I won't if I play normally, to max the Guardian rank out. Basically, I have to do this for 7 more hours to max my Guardian rank, so probably won't do that. But over time, if I return to this game and run the campaign every once in a while, which maybe I'll do, I don't know, I might get that all the way up. But I swear I'm stopping. I'm stopping once the vault card is done. I'm not going to sit here and finish the Guardian rank. That's just madness, because the final perks for the Guardian rank aren't even good. They're like totally useless. Come on. Fill my green bar, come on. Yeah, green bar filled. The green bar fills, the card unlocks. All right, one more. Chest incoming, get ready for huge hype. I would take the cosmetic at this point. It'd be nice to have. Hey, okay, vault card chest. Come on, not Iridium. If it's Iridium, I quit. I quit playing this game forever. Whoa! Do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4! Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to buy the Leon's Lash, to buy the Scoot and Loot skin, and finally, to buy the Echo from Beyond Echo device skin. I did it. I completed the Borderlands 3 vault cards. What a waste of my life. Corrosion! Yes, thank you, Greg.